18 miles along Route 9 is all that separates Sussex Tech and Cape Henlopen. This game is a rather young rivalry, but across the sports, the student bodies of both schools show up and they show out when the Ravens and Vikings square off. But it's COVID season. No Tech pack on hand today. A small contingent of Viking fans will be here. Between the lines is still a rivalry, and expect the emotions to be high and the hitting to be hard. Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Route 9, the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Cape Henlopen Vikings, coming up on Delaware Live Sports Downstate Game of the Week.
It's the 302 Sports Friday night downstate game of the week. Welcome to Delaware's premier high school football pregame show, brought to you by Sodell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. Now let's go live to your host of the Sodell Concepts pregame show, Benny Mitchell.
Local sports.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell, and you're watching the Sodell Concepts pregame show on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Today, we're at Legends Stadium at Cape Henlopen High School. Joining me shortly will be my broadcast partner, Jim Tack. Linda Marvel's on the camera. Trey Mitchell switching roles. He's going to take over as our statistician for today's game. We're at the midway mark of the shortened 2020 season and is homecoming here at Cape Henlopen High School. The Sussex Tech Ravens were last on the field October 23rd, where they lost 14-0 to Caesar Rodney. A few days later, Sussex Tech had a rise in COVID cases within their school community and went into quarantine. So the Ravens come into this game almost like it's week one again. After shaking off 2 losses to start the season, Cape Henlopen enters today's game fresh off a 41-28 win over Milford. Let me bring in my broadcast partner for this morning's game, Jim Tack. Jim, Battle Route 9, what do you think?
Well, welcome to the Cape Henlopen Football Network.
Yeah, really, we've been here a lot, haven't we?
3 or 4 weeks in a row, and we've had the pleasure of watching them improve every week. The big question will be, I think, will quarterback Hank D'Ambrogi be able to go after spraining an ankle last week? If he doesn't, look for Wildcat. Tech, on the other hand, they have an attacking defense with people stunning all the time and somewhat of an effective short passing game. So it could be an interesting battle.
First-year head coach Brad Ellingsworth leads Sussex Tech Ravens. Ellingsworth, he moves up to the helm after serving as an assistant for the Ravens, and he's also a former player at Sussex Tech. Ellingsworth mixed in some of the veteran Tech coaches with a few new hires to build his own coaching staff of his own. He's had to do the same thing with the Ravens, returning only 5 starters from 2019. 2 on offense and running back Connor Ellingsworth and lineman Seth Layfield. Ellingsworth at linebacker, along with defensive end Ian Riley and defensive tackle J.C. Harmon, returned to the defense. The Ravens were 5-5 last season and come into today's game 0-1. Senior quarterback Jay Sean Matthews is a dual threat. And he's complementing the backfield with Ellingsworth to hand off to, as well as look for Ellingsworth in the passing game. On defense, Tech will have to match up with the Vikings' big offensive line today. Tech plays aggressive with their linebackers, which may help them today trying to slow down the Cape running game, which averages over 170 yards per game.
Well, the game that I saw, in the second half, they ran the counter Trey very effectively with Ellingsworth. He'll pick his spots and follow the blocks nicely. In the passing game, Adams likes the short curl, the quick out. And number 12, a speedy guy, Knock, we have to look out for. If he connects on one of the look-ins they like to throw him, he could go the distance. Jaron Sample, number 7, a good nose for the football, is a pretty good player and had quite a few tackles in the week that we were able to see him. The defense, I think, is going to be interesting because they come very hard all the time.
J.D. Maul, in his 3rd season at Cape Henlopen, he's looking for his first win over the Ravens, and his team is coming in on a high from their 41-28 win over Milford last Friday night. Jaden Davis and the Vikings and the huge offensive line is what powers the Cape offense. Davis has 428 yards this season with 7 touchdowns. Davis also has 3 receptions on the season and a touchdown. Leading receiver Jordan Baines returns today, which will give quarterback Hank D'Ambrogi more targets in the passing game. Defensively, Curtis Wells leads with 21 tackles, 3 for loss. Lucas Rupert, 12 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and he has a sack, along with Davis, 16 tackles to lead the Vikings. Last week, the Cape defense played a solid first half, but where I think they can improve is closing games out late. Milford scored twice in the 4th quarter last week as Cape held on for the win. Down the stretch this season, the Vikings are going to have to play 4 strong quarters.
Yeah, that was a huge win last week for the Vikings. And again, showing another rate of improvement. If Ambrogi goes, they'll be fine. And from what we see in pregame, he's out there. The problem for this team, as you mentioned, Benny, is the second half. They have some big boys up front, and they get tired, and we've talked about that for weeks. Hopefully, as the conditioning improves, they'll be able to move the thing out through 4 quarters. So, again, they are improving. They're going to be a nice little football team.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout, pay some bills. When we come back, it's going to be the Arenas Deli's players to watch. We'll be right back, folks.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Sodell Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Sodell Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Crust and Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Crust and Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salads, and unique appetizers. Crust and Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The culinary team prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving beautiful dishes. Crust and Craft open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott.
And welcome back to Legends Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, Delaware. Today's game brought to you by Capstone Homes as they present the Battle of Route 9. Coming up is the players to watch, brought to you by Arenas Deli. Arenas Deli, 7 locations throughout the state. Downtown Rehoboth Beach, Arenas Cafe on Highway 1, and in Lewis at the Villages of 5 Points. At the airport in Georgetown, Long Neck, Milford, and their Newark location on Main Street. So let's start off with the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Who are some guys we're going to watch on tonight? Number one, if you come to Cape Henlopen right now this season, you got to talk about Jaden Davis, number 21, the running back, defensive back.
I was so impressed last week with how he made contact, and that's just the beginning of a 3-yard gain. He really took people with him, yards after carry. Pretty good player, and also does a nice job on defense.
Lucas Rupert, the big 300-pound tackle, or guard, plays both ways. He's a state place winner last year at 285. He's going to have to cut some weight this year if he's going to wrestle heavyweight for the Vikings. He's a big boy, and he's a staple on that line on both sides of the ball, number 72.
Sure. When they run the down play with the onside guard, they'll use him to kick. And on the counter tray, they run it to his side a lot so he can get the drive block. He is a really solid lineman who can go through the 4 quarters, and it's hard to find a big kid that can do that. He's one I think can do that.
And he's a guy that's been for the Vikings, number 33, Curtis Wells. I mean, he's really been like their unsung hero this year. He's not been in the end zone, but he has on extra points.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's both sides of the ball. He's the placeholder on the PATs, and I look at him and with the high shoulder pads and the neck roll. He's just like the throwback from the 70s and 80s. Talk about Curtis Wells.
He has a great nose for the ball. Comes downhill when he tackles, and when you get him to offense, he'll flip size and determine the strength of the formation as a tight end. I really love the way he reads and runs to the football, and you'll usually see him at the bottom of the pile.
And let's talk about the Sussex Tech Ravens. Their offense circles around number 5, Connor Ellingsworth, the running back linebacker.
Ellingsworth, as we said 2 weeks ago, really hot, running the counter tray, weaving and picking his way up through the field. He's a lot of shiftiness, and he can also catch the ball out of the backfield.
He's the lone returning skill player for the Ravens this year, so he's gonna see a lot of action.
Yep.
Number 7, Jaron Sample, the sophomore. Talk a little bit about number 7.
I really liked him. He is, as they say, he arrives in a bad mood at the line of scrimmage. He loves to hit people, but he can run. And he has the size of a defensive tackle, but he can cover a lot of territory. I just think he's going to be another good one. He's at a disadvantage sometimes because they're up and back all the time with their fake stunts, but good football player.
And number 12, the speedster, Travis Knock. We saw him. He had an interception the first play of the game against Caesar Rodney. Travis Knock, the defensive back. I believe he also does their returns, their kick returns.
Yeah, he had 6 tackles and an interception against Caesar Rodney. But the play that I'm watching, they love to throw the slant to him. And it's so close. If he catches that slant, he's gone. This is a very, very fast, and I'll tell you what, not afraid to stick his nose in for a smaller guy. So, in addition, you said his return man. He could be a real dangerous, and Cape hasn't been great in covering all of the kicks.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. When we come back, it's going to be the...
and today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware.
It's going to be the X's and O's. Me and Coach Tack will break it down and bringing you what to watch for in today's game, what we think these two teams need to do. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell. Scott Cameron from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
And welcome back to Legends Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School. Benny Mitchell here with Jim Tack. Linda Marvel on the camera. Trey Mitchell will be doing our stats for us today. Stats will be brought to you by Edward Jones. Scott Smith from Edward Jones, making sense of investment. So you for your financial needs, go see Scott Smith down on Main Street in Selbyville. So, Coach, let's talk about the guys we want to watch here today. Let's start with the Cape Henlopen Vikings, and or not watch the X's and O's. First of all, for Cape Henlopen, ground and pound, get the run game going.
Yeah, Davis is the kind of kid that can do that. Please, I don't want to be repetitive, but 2 weeks ago we saw them in an unbalanced line, power I, and they could not be stopped by a good Smyrna team. So they stay with some of that and then break it up with a pass. They could be all right.
I think the Vikings have to get after it on defense. Again, a new quarterback to the game. He's a first-year starter for the Ravens, and they just have to get after him and make him uncomfortable.
Yeah, get him out of the pocket. Don't let him sit there and feel like he's at practice throwing in a skeleton drill. You got to get him on the move.
Both sides of the ball. Cape Henlopen has to win third down.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to have to be depending on a punt to get field advantage. You want to be able to hold on the ball, drive it down, score.
And for the Sussex Tech Ravens, what do we think they have to do? Ball control, shorten this game, eat up clock, and don't let Jaden Davis on the field offensively.
Yeah, they've showed some real spots that they can do that. I hope they go to the counter tray earlier than they did in the last game we saw. They'll be able to move the ball.
And then don't play behind the chains. We talk about this a lot. We talked about it with Cape in the past couple of weeks. Don't get yourself in second, third, and long situations.
Yeah, that's a great point, because once you change from, second and 2 out now to second and 7 or 8, it's a whole different dynamic on your play sheet. It changes things. And instead of having 2 downs, you still have 2 downs, but you have a lot more yardage to pick up. So, again, as you say, stay behind the chain. Don't stay behind the chain.
And I think special teams is going to be key. Not only returning, getting good field position, but, Coach, 2 years ago, this kicker, Caleb Lochner, he was the pest of the game up at Caesar Rodney. He was putting his kickoffs in the corner of the down by the end zone. He was putting Caesar Rodney constantly in bad positions, bad starting positions. He could be key in this game today, keeping Cape deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a punt against Caesar Rodney that ended up rolling to 57 yards last game. And again, He had a 40 before that, and again, kicking off down the goal line gives you a real nice place to start your defense.
Folks, you're watching Delaware Live, Downstate Football Game of the Week. We moved to a Saturday morning this week, a rare Henlopen Conference Saturday morning game. And when we come back, we'll be getting close to kickoff time. Let's go to another commercial. You're watching the Soldell pregame show. This is the Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Route 9. Folks, we'll be right back getting ready for kickoff.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soldell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Soldell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
I'm Stevie from Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, coastal Mexican cuisine with some of our specialties like blackened fish tacos and the short rib cheesesteak burrito. Come grab a seat at our garage door bar with great water views and homemade margaritas. With happy hour specials and taco night every Thursday, Papa Grande's is the perfect place for dinner with your family or drinks with friends. Papa Grande's, located in Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Stevie.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. You're at Legend Stadium here in Lewis. I'm Benny Mitchell with Jim Tack on the Soldell Concepts pregame show, and you're getting ready to watch the Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Route 9 between the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Let's go over the top 10 here in Delaware. Division 1. Hodgson still number 1. Smyrna number 2. Big win over Salesianum last night up in Wilmington. Middletown at number 3. Caesar Rodney number 4. They're now 4-0. Coming off a couple of losing seasons, the Riders look like they had the ship headed in the right direction. St. George's at number 5. Salesianum at 6. William Penn playing today at number 7. Sussex Central, big win over Dover last night. Big shutout, 24-0. They're at number 8. Appoquinimink currently comes in at number 9, previously not ranked. And the Cape Henlopen Vikings now number 10 in Division 1, not ranked prior to this week. In Division 2, Howard, big blowout last night over AI DePont. They're the number 1 team. Woodbridge, number 2, big win. Took a little while to get it started last night, but Woodbridge comes back with a win over Indian River. Archmere at number 3, Delaware Military at 4. Delmar, Laurel, Tower Hill, St. Mark's, Brandywine, and Red Lion. Wrap up the rest of the top 10. It looks like we might be getting ready for the national anthem. A little early. Our Green Blade Turf Report, brought to you by Green Blade Irrigation and Turf Care. Artificial turf, brand new artificial turf, by the way, so excellent condition. Temperatures today, 54 degrees. It wasn't 54 when I walked into the stadium this morning. It has significantly warmed up. And the winds are 11 miles an hour. That's something you get here when you play at Cape Henlopen. You get those strong winds off the bay. That's your Green Blade Irrigation and Turf Care Turf Report for today's game. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Parkley Heating and Air. They bring us the out-of-town scoreboard. Not going to be a whole lot of scores today, as we're the only game in town in downstate. Capstone Homes are the sponsor of today's game. Scott Smith of Edward Jones, financial advisor. Juwan Johnson State Farm brings us the third quarter trivia question, and it's a good one today, by the way, folks. Green Blade Turf and Irrigation, Arena's Deli, Active Pest Solution. They bring us the pest of the game. Louis Pizza and the player of the game, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, just steps from the beach and boardwalk. Lasher's Barbecue brings us the red zone, and you know what that means, Coach.
They're getting
piggy with it. And Soldell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, as we bring you today's Downstate Game of the Week. It is homecoming here in Viking Land. I'm not sure what kind of festivities we're going to have.
Maybe some Veterans Day things also.
It very could well be. We are doing an early anthem.
All persons attending this event can help by abiding by the following rules.
Folks, Arena's Deli, Wednesday, half-price sandwich night, 5 p.m. to close, dine in only, and just about anywhere in the state you can find an Arena's Deli. There's one in Newark, I guess for the college kids right there on Main Street. Couple around, they're all around here. Their original location downtown Rehoboth Beach.
Thank you for your attention.
Hopefully here we'll find out what's going on.
Well, the referees moved, but they still are having their little meeting.
Cape's not
Yeah, they
on
went,
the field.
Yeah, they went
in.
back to the locker room. Well, folks, we're going to take one more commercial time out, and by that time we may have the anthem up and going. So we'll be right back with Capstone Homes Presents the Battle of Route 9 between the Cape Henlopen Vikings and the Sussex Tech Ravens.
Hi, I'm Scott Cower from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's is a little seafood shack on Coastal Highway, serving lunch and dinner daily, featuring seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-inspired nightly specials, along with a large selection of craft ales, cocktails, and our extensive wine list. Matt's is a perfect place to enjoy dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or lunch in the lobster room. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. See you soon.
Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone home. Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone home.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here, ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity, something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
And welcome back to Legends Field, Legends Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School. I'm Benny Mitchell with Jim Tack, Linda Marvel on the camera, and Trey Mitchell on the stats. Subbing in for Dave Marvel this week. He'll be back with us next week. Next week, folks, we're back here at Cape Henlopen. As you said, Cape Henlopen Broadcast Network. We've had 5 games because of the COVID stuff that had going on. And we'll be back here one more time at Cape Henlopen next Saturday. But we have a special game next week. Coach, only one team in the Henlopen Conference has not been on one of our broadcasts. And we're going to have next Friday night. The Seaford Blue Jays will travel to play the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. It's Woodbridge's only home game. As we all know, they missed the first 2 games of the season, and then their third game got moved to an away game. So the Woodbridge Blue Raiders will host the Seaford Blue Jays next week in our downstate. One of our downstate games of the week is we'll have a Friday and a Saturday. And you can catch our Central Delaware broadcast. They're going to move to Thursday when the Smyrna Eagles take on the Milford Buccaneers. That game will be next Thursday at 7. Our Friday night game at Woodbridge will be at 5, and our Saturday game will be a noon kickoff when Caravel Academy comes to Cape Henlopen. Captains are on the field. Number 2 is Trent Satna, senior from Sussex Tech. And Jaden Davis, number 21. So Dane Brogy did walk out for the coin toss, so I guess he is ready to go. Just maybe a roll or two of tape and ready to play the game.
He's one of those kids that okay, we'll tape it.
Right.
So, not many of those around.
So Cape Henlopen will receive the opening kickoff. And so we're going to see, we talked about Caleb Locklear in the pregame and how special teams could be key. And we're going to see him right off the bat as he is a 3-year starter for Sussex Tech. So, folks, we're going to cut away for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
Sung by Bella Myers.
And here we go, a rare Saturday game day here at Cape Henlopen High School. You know, Coach, back in the 80s, Saturday afternoons when the Vikings played, I think it was early 90s, if not 1990, that they put the lights out here. I remember I was at the first Cape Henlopen home game. I believe they played Seaford, the very first night game here at Cape Henlopen High School.
Wow.
They were the last team to put the electric in.
Again, my local history lesson presented to you
for
by
today.
Benny.
Brought to you by Benny Mitchell.
No, I love that stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that. I think this is going to be a good game. I really do. There's some matchups that are pretty good.
So let me get the scoreboard up and ready to go as Cape plays the fight song.
Real fight music. Oh, I love this.
I gave you one. So Sussex Tech in the gray helmets, white jerseys, white pants. Moving from right to left on your screen, we'll kick off. That's Caleb Locklear and the Cape Henlopen Vikings in the white helmets and the all-gold uniforms here at Cape Henlopen. The Vikings and the Ravens getting ready to kick it off in the Battle of Route 9, live from Legend Stadium in Lewis, Delaware. And we have the ready-to-play whistle and just waiting for the toe to hit the pig. And we're underway. Jaden Davis, Chancellor Johnson back deep for the Vikings. Going to take it inside his 10-yard line. That's going to be Davis looking up the middle of the field for a middle screen there. And he's got some running room, but he's going to be brought down by the kicker, Caleb Locklear. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
And again, even after contact, he went for another 2-3 yards. So great field position for Cape.
So 1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen. It's going to be a handoff to Davis. He's met in the backfield. No gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
And again, that's sorry.
Yeah, no gain. I'm sorry. I thought the ball had been moved. 2nd and 10 from the Sussex Tech 47-yard line.
Reinacher on that tackle, and they come across hard, and they're going to have to take care of that problem.
D'Ambrosio under center with a bunch to the left. Deep motion with Wells. Pitch to Wells, following his blockers, and he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 1 yard. Ellingsworth on the stop. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Cape Henlopen.
Ellingsworth with a great read, running downhill to make that stop.
Actually, give him a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. D'Ambrosio moves to the pistol. Motion comes to the near side with Johnson, and it's going to be a fake little play action. He's under pressure and sacked.
There's
Number 33, that's your guy, Riley. You talked about him in the pregame.
Yep. I watched him 2 weeks ago, and he was something special coming off the edge. So Riley with a sack to start it off, and be interested to see if D'Ambrosio can get out of those.
Yeah, we're wondering if he's maybe a little immobile. We'll see. It's going to bring a loss of 7. It's going to bring up 4th and 15, and Cape will be punting it away. So not the normal start we've seen. Even in the losses, the Vikings were able to move down the field the first series of the game. Not today. And D'Ambrosio not punting. Bring on number 15, Javon Burton. He gets it off down the left side as a floater. Going to be caught at about the 21. Breaks a couple tackles and be taken down about the 28-yard line. That was number 3, Alex Adams. So we'll see the first of the Sussex Tech offense.
And there was pressure on that. That was barely got away.
He hung in there for that catch. I mean, it was a floater. Nice punt. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 28-yard line. Matthews in the shotgun. Ellingsworth to his side. And it's going to be a play action. He pulls it out and breaks a tackle and carries a couple guys. He's going to be close to the 1st down.
And I'll tell you what else. He faked the counter tray. They actually pulled the guard and tackle opposite.
And they're going to say 1st and 10 for the Ravens. So number 11, Matthews, he pulls it out and a little read option there.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good play.
Back in the shotgun. This time hands it off to Ellingsworth. And Ellingsworth's got some running room down the right side. He may have another Ravens 1st down.
That's back-to-back tackles for Johnson.
I believe Johnson was at Sussex Tech last year. He came back to his home school. 1st and 10.
Maybe they're welcoming him.
Yeah, for the Ravens. And now they're going to go to stay in the shotgun. with Collingsworth to his side. Hands off to Ellingsworth again, up the middle. And he pushes a couple guys for a gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up second down. Second and 6 for Sussex Tech. They're now in Cape territory at the Cape 47-yard line. Again, Ellingsworth off the left side. Takes a step out and hit by Jaden Davis, whose helmet's going to come off.
For about the 10th time this year.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not sure.
They might want to look at that because, they're going to lose him on a 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. Here comes big number 7, Jaron Sample. We talked about him in the pregame. And it looks like he's going to be blocking for somebody as they go to a full house backfield.
Tight eye.
Ellingsworth right side, and he's got enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Ravens as they are marching down into Cape territory.
Yeah, they're coming right at you. They're not spending much time
No huddle.
in the huddle.
And they're going to stay in this power formation. It's going to be number 1 this time. He's got some running room. But he's going to be, gets it in on the dive. Touchdown, Sussex Tech. 38-yard run by number 1, Eric Reinecker. So the Ravens strike first. Haven't played in 3 weeks, Coach, and they come right out and take it right down the field.
Off-tackle play, people staying on their blocks with the 2 lead blockers in there. Yeah, that was about as pretty as you could get. Ellingsworth and Sample leading the way.
Locklear on for the point after attempt. Low snap, and Locklear is just going to fall on it. And that's going to take us to our first commercial timeout of the game. Your score from Legend Stadium, the Sussex Tech Ravens 6, the Cape Henlopen Vikings 0. We'll be right back with more of the Battle of Route 9.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
And welcome back to Legend Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School as the Ravens will kick off following their touchdown run by number 1, Eric Reinecker, a 38-yard rumble off the left side. It was a rumble as he dragged a guy into the end zone with him.
Yeah, and he had Ellingsworth and Sample leading the way, and it was a kick on both. They had great down blocks by the linemen, so an impressive drive by Tech early.
7:41 to play here in the first quarter. Tech strikes first. They're up 6-0. Locklear to kick it away. And this one was on the ground, gets a bounce, and rolls down about the 11-yard line where it's going to be picked up by Davis. And Tech able to get down and cover. I told you special teams could be key here. And this Locklear kid's a good kicker. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at their own 26-yard line.
Number 21, Grant Allen, on the stop. I'll tell you, you look at this Tech defense, and, with Riley at end, 33, inside linebacker, Sample, tough kids.
The Vikings go to their power eye. Davis deep in the eye. He takes the handoff, and he's met, breaks the tackle, and gets out for the first down. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Jaden Davis on the carry. Gain of about 14 on the play. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
And again, a great hard run.
He was met at the line.
Yeah. He just has another power gear to him.
1st and 10 at their own 40. Gave a little wing T look here. Davis going to go in motion, come back, play action. D'Ambrosi throws down the left side. He's got Baines open, incomplete pass. going to bring up 2nd and 10. Jordan Baines open on the play, just a little underthrown. But D'Ambrosio was starting to get some pressure there. He had somebody coming off his blind side.
Yeah, he will normally float outside the box with that.
You're right.
And he didn't. And it was a good ball. Defender just made a last-second knockaway.
Penalty on Cape Henlopen. A holding penalty. So that's going to make it a 2nd and 20. And, we talked about the Ravens didn't want to get behind it. Something I didn't bring up with Cape today in the pregame because they didn't do that the last week. They moved the ball down the field all game long.
Yep. Yeah, and they really didn't have many penalties. Milford was the one that had about 15.
2nd and 20 for Cape Henlopen. Ball at their own 30. D'Ambrosio under center. And it's going to be Davis tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That may have been his own guy's foot.
Yeah, they ran the down play. The lineman will drive down, and the onside guard will do the kicking, and that's Rupert.
No gain on the play. This brings up a 3rd and 20 for Cape Henlopen. D'Ambrosio in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Davis. Davis nowhere to go. He's going to pick up 3 on the play, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 17 for Cape Henlopen. So Sussex Tech, maybe with the 2 weeks off, they had time to prepare for just Cape, and they seem so far to have done that.
They're dialed in, absolutely. They're familiar with the plays. I think maybe the only thing we haven't seen yet is the counter tray.
Correction, it's a 3rd down. 3rd and 17. D'Ambrosio in the pistol. He's got number 46, Ryan Trumbauer, in the backfield with him, and Davis behind. And we must have a little screen, little showmanship by D'Ambrosio there. But it is going to bring up a 4th down. I thought it was a broken play, Coach. I don't know if that was a little bit of acting or what. It's going to bring up a 4th and 11.
That's Ellingworth 5, his 3rd tackle already, and he's been busy on offense.
Back deep to receive the punt, number 3, Alex Adams, and Javon Burton doing the punting. And Burton gets it all under pressure.
Yep.
And he's got a nice high floater and going to call for the fair catch at his own 30, where Sussex Tech will take over 1st and 10.
Nice grab, I'm sorry. And,
so 2 Cape Henlopen series here so far. They really can't get that running game. One good run by Davis. Other than that, they're just filling the gaps. They're firing through there, and they're just good gap control defense right now.
They have 8 people up front responsible, and they come hard. So they may have to get to the outside on a toss or an option's going to be tough with D'Ambrosio's ankle.
1st and 10 for Sussex Tech. Ball at their own 30. Takes the snap, hands off to Ellingsworth. Ellingsworth makes some shifty in there, and he's going to pick up a 5 on the play.
Yeah, nice.
He gets skinny when he goes through the middle of the line.
Yes, he does. And a nice stop that time. It was a message. We don't really have a 28 on our roster for Cape.
See if we can get one from the coach. No, you're right, we don't. Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. Reinecker checks back in. And he gets the handoff, and he has nowhere to go. Maybe even a loss on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Third and 4, after no gain on the play.
I think that was Kowaleski and Rupert were in there. Excuse me, it was not Kowaleski.
Matthews in the shotgun. Running back shifts out to gives a slot on the far side. Looks, has a man open in the flat. That's number 3, Alex Adams. And he should have enough for the 1st down.
Yep, they love that quick out. He throws that well. And I'll tell you what, they're spread really wide. So there has to be some juice in that ball
Right.
to make it out that far.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Tackle was made by Mansfield. Under 4 minutes play here in the first quarter. Matthews in the shotgun, hands off to Reneker, and he pushes the pile. Ball on the ground. I heard a whistle, but nobody's, and we're gonna have a stoppage, and the referee's gonna sort it out. And they're saying 2nd down.
Yep. Well, we'll be able to see if his knee was down here.
It doesn't look like any of the officials saw it. At least nobody.
I
jumped
agree
up.
with you. I agree with you. I think everybody was blocked out by it.
Cape's saying they got the ball, but now I don't know what we're doing. One referee is carrying the ball around.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I think he was down.
I just don't. No referee jumped up and ran in there.
No.
They all just kind of,
No, I just watched it again, and I mean, you need a super slow to be able.
We're not there yet.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. Give us a couple more seasons. Referee's still having a discussion. J.D. Maul, he put his hands on his head. He wasn't happy with the call. So they tell him it's going to be. I don't know what we're doing here, Coach. So they're going to inadvertent whistle.
Okay.
They're going to replay 1st down.
Okay, somebody owned up to it. That's a tough thing to admit to.
Yeah.
As an official.
So we'll go back to 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Ball at their own 41. Hand off to number 7, Sample. And maybe a yard on the play.
I have Wells in there with the stop.
Sample on the carry, brought down by number 33, Curtis Wells. Gain of 1.
2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Tech leads 6-0. The low snap on the extra point is. Let's see if that one comes back to haunt them before the 4 quarters are up.
Yeah, this is
2nd and 9 for the Ravens. Matthews in the shotgun, alone in the backfield now with slots to either side. Takes the snap, drops back, looks downfield, and nobody open. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 9.
They were trying to go with verticals and pick on the safety, but it was well covered by the secondary of Cape.
I have to say, so far, Matthews shows composure there back there, quarterback. He does not. He doesn't get rattled.
No, he does a good job.
3rd and 9 for the Ravens at their own 42-yard line. 2:15 left to play to the end of the first quarter. Empty backfield. And Matthews lets one go down the middle of the field. Nobody there. Overthrows his receivers. That's going to bring up 4th and 9.
A little bit of a carrying on out there. Dave DeCampi was a little upset.
And on the punt, number 7, Jaron Sample. And back deep, Jaden Davis for the Vikings.
He can tie things up real quick.
Yeah, yes he can. 4th and 9, and the Ravens will punt it away. Davis standing at his own 20.
They have 10 up real close.
Low snap, he'll get it up, get it blocked.
Blocked
by Wells. And Cape wants to pick it up and run with it. That's number 45, Isaiah Fileo, and he scores on the scoop and score. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Cape Henlopen. Oh, no, there is a flag on the play. But I think the touchdown's going to count.
Now, again, something you and I explore every week. He was not back
So no touchdown. Block was pumped by Curtis Wells, picked up by Isaiah Filial. Rumbles it in, but it's not going to count. With a block below the waist on the Vikings. And sometimes you get that, Coach, with special teams. So now you got defensive guys in the position to block.
Yeah, and they're just taking anybody to the ground like it's the first period of a wrestling match.
Right.
They just want to get people down. But nice job by Wells, who we talked about, a very active player.
1st and 10 at the Sussex Tech 28-yard line. D'Ambrosio goes under center. Motion comes to the near side, and that's going to be Baines coming back to the left side, and he's wrapped up for a loss of 2 on the play.
Baines on the carry, brought down by Harmon.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down for the Vikings.
Harmon with the tackle. He made the penetration and really messed up the pulling guard and tackle on that. And penetration will do that. So their defensive front is playing well.
2nd and 12 for the Vikings at the Sussex Tech 30. D'Ambrosio under center in the eye, slot to the near side. And handoff to Davis. And able to escape. The guy had him in the backfield. And makes a cut back to the left, and he is down inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Tripped up by number 12, Travis Knox.
He does such a good job of giddy up, slow down, pick up a blocker, and then accelerate again. Nice running style with real good vision.
We are in the Lasher's Red Zone, Lasher's Barbecue. They're open today, folks, so if you're out around Long Neck Road, check them out. 1st and goal for the Vikings. It's going to be Davis right side, and he's hit probably in the backfield. Just a big herd of Ravens.
Yep. Dave DeCampi was the first guy there, number 52. Something a little different. They're making penetration up front.
Well, they penetrated on the long run there.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought they're going to have Davis in the backfield. He just made a little juke step to his left and took off. 2nd and goal from the 7.
An off-tackle shot may be the best for the simple reason that those ends are coming so hard, and you get the kick on the end.
Davis alone in the backfield. Motion comes away. It's going to be a toss to Chancellor Johnson off the left side. They stretch it out, and Tech just able to set the edge there, Coach.
What a nice job.
He does pick up about 4 on the play, bringing up 3rd and goal inside the 5.
Travis Knock, the speedster.
Ball at the 3. So that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Sussex Tech 6, Cape Henlopen 0. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congrats.
And welcome back to Legend Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School. We're at the beach, folks. But not a beach day today, Coach.
No, not at all. You'd have to chip some ice. But, it is beautiful. I'm also wondering, there are teams that take a little bit of time to get going on a Saturday. I know in the high school where I played, everything was night. When you'd get an occasional Saturday game, or you could just see in that was a bad thing. You could see in our coaches' faces that they were worried. Then you get to college and you don't know any different.
Right. 3rd and goal for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. They trail 6-0 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and in this situation, normally you'd have the attack on the edge by D'Ambrosio also.
Right, you're right. He's not shown mobility yet in this game. We wondered if that was going to be an issue. 3rd and goal for Cape Henlopen. Full house backfield, and they might cut this back, and we're going to get a whistle on the play. That's the play we saw at Milford, where they motion left, and then a little counter, a little counter tray action with Davis going back to the right side. So there's the old 1.5 yard penalty.
Yeah, they're in sneak range now.
Ball just inside the 2 yard line. We'll call it the 1. As the nose looks like it's sitting right on the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Vikings. Power I formation with Davis in the deep I. D'Ambrosio under center. Ball's on the ground, but D'Ambrosio does pick it back up. But that's going to make it a 4th down. No referee signal yet. So ball hit the ground, bounced right back up into D'Ambrosio's hands. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Yeah. Down close.
Davis is checking out. And Burton checking in.
Coming back in, I think. Yeah, that's the one guy I'd want on there.
Yeah. If I'm inside the other one, I want Davis on the field.
That's
right. Ball, nose of the ball right up to the goal line. 4th and goal for Cape Henlopen.
That's interesting. They're not set. Tech is not set, and Cape is.
And we're going to get a timeout here.
They use him early here.
Yeah, he usually this is late for him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're going to stay right here with the action, folks. I noticed D'Ambrosio came out of that huddle kind of gimpy there, Coach.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to rush to the line. I think they've noticed that Tech is standing at the line. A lot of times your down front will be on the knees and ready to go. And I think they were trying to rush it and get the thing moving.
I think you're right. And D'Ambrosio, he looked like he hobbled to the line on that one. He tried to get a quick, quick giddy up, and the giddy up just wasn't there.
No.
We'll see how that plays out throughout this game. So 4th and goal for Cape Henlopen. They trail 6-0, trying to tie it all up here in the second quarter. 10:56 to play, early second quarter. And you got Davis alone in the backfield. Burton split wide to the right. Motion and going to be hand off to Davis. I think he's in. Touchdown, Cape Henlopen.
Touchdown, Vikings!
So Davis off the right side on a 1 yard run. So on comes Austin Carey for the extra point with 10:54 to play here in the second quarter. On the hold is Wells. And Zolper, the long snapper. Snaps a little high, but he gets it down. And it's good. Cape Henlopen takes a 7-6 lead here in the second quarter. Folks, we're going to take a timeout with them. Your score, Cape Henlopen 7, Sussex Tech 6. We'll be right back with more of the Battle of Route 9. And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Your score 7-6, Cape Henlopen Vikings. Folks, Arena's Deli, Friday and Saturday, $7 for a half pound of steamed shrimp and beer night, 5 p.m. to close. Dine-in only. That's your Arena's Deli throughout the state. 7 locations. Vikings will kick it away here. 10:51 to play in the half. 7-6, Cape Henlopen.
so far, a great battle. It's going to be interesting.
And a high pooch kick. And he's going to take it at about the 26 and go down to about the, call it the 36, 1st and 10 for the Ravens.
83 with no number for Cape on the tackle. No name, excuse me. Okay, they're calling it Wells.
So it must have been 33.
33, well.
1st and 10 for the Ravens. Matthews in the shotgun, Ellingsworth to his left. Slot to the near side. Ellingsworth takes it off the right side, cuts it back into the middle, and where he's hit after about a 1-yard gain, brings up 2nd down.
DeCampi on the stop was a counter tray. They're a little deep on their pull. That's what's giving them some problems, allowing Cape to penetrate.
On the out, incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd down, but a flag on the play. And it looks like he's in the holding area.
Yeah. Yeah. Pre-signal is hold against Tech.
Oh, they're going to decline it. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Interesting call there. 3rd and 9, close to midfield. I guess they figure their defense has got it wrapped up.
Yeah,
Or
can hold them,
wrapping them up right now, so maybe they can hold them.
That would have taken it back.
Yeah, inside the 30.
Because it's where it hurts the most on a hold. So if it's behind the line, they're going from that spot.
Matthews takes the snap, drops back, looks down the middle of the field, and has a guy breaking open, but he had two receivers right next to each other.
Yeah, they get some distance on the receivers because you also draw defenders in. So that's a 3rd or 4th time they've gone vertical, thinking they can get by the safety. So again now, last one blocked.
Right. Well, we talked about it during the week.
Yeah.
The short snap, we saw it last week with both teams. Both teams had blocked punt last week.
He's back now.
He's back a little further now.
Yeah. Back at about 13 yards. But I think he has a little trouble handling the snap. He gets it off there.
It's going to be a short floater, but it's high in the air. And going to take a Cape bounce and be down. So Cape's going to have the ball around midfield, 1st and 10. Big break for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Wells got in there and then stopped. And I think he caught the attention of the punter.
And that's a good technique. You can just run near him and make him hitch whatever. That ends up like a 15-yard punt. Gives great field position.
1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 48-yard line. They lead 7-6 here in the 2nd quarter. And D'Ambrosio in the shotgun, got trips to the far side, a wing to the left. The wing comes in motion, and they try a reverse, but they run into one another, and it's going to be caught in the backfield by number 33, Ian Riley. Baines on the carry, and they just straight up ran right smack into each other.
Yeah, they forgot who was
inside, who was out.
Hand back, yeah.
Loss of 7 on the play brings up 2nd and 19.
Wells, nice stop for Tech.
I formation for the Vikings, slot to the far side. And, caught in the backfield. Didn't see who made the play.
I did. 33. Wells.
Hit him high and knocked him right straight to the turf. Loss of 2 on the play.
I'll tell you, he comes off that edge with an abandon.
It's going to be a 2nd and 20, loss of 1. Or 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 for the Vikings at their own 39-yard line. D'Ambrosio in the pistol, trips to the right. Johnson comes in motion, shifts over to next to D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio play action, throws it down the right side, has Baines open, and in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass, 4th down. Number 2 on the breakup, Trent Satna.
Yep.
So the Vikings have to punt it away with 8:42 to play here, 8:40 to play in the half.
Ball hung a little bit. We get back to Wells a little bit. When I watched him in the Caesar Rodney game, they stopped running at him. He started catching everything from behind.
Right.
He's
Riley.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Riley.
Same number, different color.
Yep.
The opposite size of the ball. Here we go. 4th and 20. Burton on the punt. Good snap, gets it off. I'm not sure if he got that or not, or if he just kicked a line drive.
Yeah.
To go out of bounds at 25. Tech was in the backfield.
Yeah.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 for Sussex Tech.
Reinocker was in there as a pressure from Tech.
It had a funny end over end to it, and it kind of came our way. So I'm not sure if he got it on or not. It was kicked up. If it did, it has to hurt because it traveled down the field. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own, right on the 25-yard line. Since those first 2 series, the Vikings, they've kind of buckled down here and forced the Ravens to go to the passing game. Matthews takes the snap, handoff to Ellingsworth. Ellingsworth, slips through and gets across the 30 to about the 36 or 31. Gain of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd down, and looks like the Ravens are going to go no huddle.
Shell on the tackle, 82.
Actually, a gain of 8 on the play. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Ellingsworth again. He's the workhorse.
Yep.
First and 10 for the Ravens. They move out to their own 37-yard line.
There, no huddle. There's
a slant incomplete.
A slant, yep. They are so close on that. I have not seen them complete it yet.
Intended for Adams on the play, just a little high. I thought he was going to bring it down. The Ravens go back to the huddle, 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 37-yard line. In the shotgun.
Trips again.
That's a handoff to Reiniger, and he's just nowhere to go. 52 in the backfield, and I don't have a 52 on the Cape roster.
Nope.
That's going to bring up 3rd down. Loss of 2 on the play.
2nd tackle in this series. They obviously have a different roster than we do. We don't have them listed. Sorry, folks.
And this is their this is the roster they put out online. So we'll have to next week have to check and see if there's been some changes. Empty backfield, trips to the near side. 2nd and 12 for the Ravens. Matthews takes a snap. He is under pressure from Wells. He's got to get rid of it.
Yep.
And he just throws it away. 4th down.
Nice coverage by Shell, 82. Into the flat on the short out route. Now turn it over on downs.
Well, Wells was in his hip pocket from his first step. Back to punt. Number 7, Jaron Sample back for the Vikings. Jaden Davis looks like he's going to be right around his own 30 as they've blocked the punt. And had another short punt, and at the very end looks like he's going to take another Cape bounce.
Yeah, I think he's actually kicking the front
of the football, yeah.
Which makes it go up and turn the other way. And,
well, you can see it in the air where that bounce is going to go. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings, and great field position as they're going to be in Tech territory at the Tech 44-yard line.
Yeah, the punting game for both teams is not on
a little
top
weak
of
right
things.
now.
Yeah.
D'Ambrosio alone in the shotgun. Johnson comes in motion, and they're going to try the reverse again. Reverse back, pitch back, man down the middle of the field is Burton. And he's got it. Touchdown for the Vikings. 44-yard touchdown pass. D'Ambrosio to Burton.
That play was close to being called back. Player coming over for the reverse. Left right at the last second. And then a heck of a throw by D'Ambroggi.
And we talked about last week, when D'Ambroggi can set his feet,
yeah,
he's dangerous. He's got an arm. Carry on for the extra point.
Yeah. Tell you what, if you had replay on that, it would have been called back. Both guys were in motion at the same time, Benny. But we don't have it, so we can't call it.
The kick is good, so Cape Henlopen is going to take a 14-6 lead here with 6:54 to play in the first quarter, folks. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Crust & Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Crust & Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salads, and unique appetizers. Crust & Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The culinary team prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving beautiful dishes. Crust & Craft open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner on Coastal Highway in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. See you soon.
And welcome back to Legends Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School. Your score, Cape Henlopen 14, Sussex Tech 6. Let's go to some Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Although we don't have any fresh scores, we can give you some scores from last night. The Smyrna Eagles, 42-30 over Salesiana. That was number 2 versus number 6. Sussex Central with the 24-0 victory over Dover. Woodbridge, 36-3 over Indian River. Short kick. Going to bounce at about the 30. And just nowhere to go is Reniker. Oh, he breaks the tackle, gets it out to about the 45, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Some more scores. Delmar, number 5 in Division 2, beats Milford 20-13. Number 4 in Division 1, Caesar Rodney 39-0, winners over Polytech. Number 3, Middletown beats number 5, St. George's Upstate 41-34. Number 6, Laurel, moving up the rankings last week, and they get beat on the road by Caravel 20-14. Lake Forest 35-0 over Seaford, and number 3, Archmere beats number 8, St. Mark's 14-0. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 45-yard line, and it's going to be a handoff to Ellingsworth and pushes ahead for about 3, brings up 2nd down.
Ellingsworth brought down by Horn.
I had Philly Ayou.
Philly
45 on the tackle. But again, I'm facing where the back was.
Right.
Number 45.
2nd and 7. Ravens go to a full house back for that tight eye we saw earlier.
He's
and
open.
He's going to pull it out. He's got a man
open.
Oh,
yeah, he missed them.
We might pass interference there.
No.
Little contact.
He sprung open early.
Well, he was looking at the out.
Yeah. Yep.
Matthews was looking at the out, who was coming open, and then looked downfield. He had a good 4 steps initially.
And coaches will usually tell them, you peek deep, just peek, and then go to your under. But he sprung loose. They were obviously jumping the run.
3rd and 7.
That's going
for the Ravens.
No.
Throws it out to Ellingsworth. Incomplete pass.
Pressure.
And it's going to bring up 4th and 7.
Help me again, Benny. Philly.
I think it's Philly-Ayou.
He is.
I pronounce it differently almost every time I say it. It's a tough one.
Yeah, he's a good player. Good player.
Yes, he is.
He's come alive this series.
Sample on the punt. Davis back inside his 25.
They have 10 up again.
And a little better this time, but he's still getting that backspin on it.
Yeah.
This time bounces straight up and then takes the Cape bounce. Stop, picked up by number 2, Sapna. So it's going to be Cape Henlopen ball, 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Coach, I didn't come in thinking defensive battle, but kind of having it right now at 7-6.
Yeah, I thought it would be close. I really watched a pile of tape, and
14-6.
They match up well.
So we're going to stay here with this timeout and talk about some of these games from last night. Sussex Central, they got in a little bit of a shootout with Smyrna last week, after the loss to Cesar Rodney. And Trey was at the game, and he said they just came out and ran the ball down Dover's throat. I mean, they just came right out, and I think the first 3 possessions scored touchdowns on the ground. They could win 34-0, so there's fighting at 2-2 for a playoff spot. I think 5-2 is going to be tough to get in with the 14 field.
They have a nice – I think they have a nice team. They do the same – I just think the kids are used to – there's not a lot of change. They run the same offense, same defense.
Coach, I watched a little bit of the Indian River Woodbridge game last night because we're going to see Woodbridge next Friday, 5 o'clock. And your buddy Ormond Sanders is bigger now. He'll probably grow between now and Friday. I mean, he stands out on film.
He is big guy and a good player.
Mm-hmm. Wyatt right back. Remember, he was injured late last year. He had a nice game last night.
And Woodbridge, so fortunate to be able to get back in the hunt here.
You're right.
After closing with COVID. And I know I was talking to some guys from Milford, and they said they just keep telling their kids, you don't know when this is going to end.
Right.
Play your hearts out.
That's right. Third ball in the 34, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. D'Ambrosio in the shotgun. Baines comes in motion, hands off to Baines, and breaks a couple tackles with the stiff arm. Got some running room on the right side, and eludes another tackle. I think he's going to be out of bounds.
Tell you what happens in that, Benny. When he goes in motion, that becomes unbalanced. They only have 2 people on this side of the ball.
Oh, wait, we have a flag on the play. Hold on. I think that's a flag over there.
Yeah, it's on.
It's on the sideline. I mean, it's laying on the sideline. So it's coming back. Holding on the Vikings. So it had enough for the first down, or maybe not.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a 1st and short, maybe.
That's a nifty little formation because once he leaves, you have now outmanned him on the other side. So now there's some discussion over where the foul occurred. It's going to be a 1st down regardless. It's going to be a 1st and 3. It's like a free play. So we'll give him 7 on the carry for Baines. And back to the pistol with Davis deep. Chancellor Johnson goes in motion.
Still balanced.
Davis,
Trey.
right side.
There it is, counter
He's got
Trey.
the 1st down. Now down the sideline, it's a foot race, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 22 by number 12, Travis Knock.
There.
So the ball at the 23.
Rupert just went along to the lineman on that side and congratulate him because they had a heck of a series of drive blocks.
About a 30-yard run.
Yeah. They'll keep running that thing, man. That's.
First and 10 for the Vikings at the Sussex Tech 23. D'Ambrosio takes the snap. Hand off to Davis. Got some running room around the left side, and he's going to be taken down inside the 15 and going to be close to a 1st down.
Yep. Brought down by 12. Knock. And again, you take the right side of that line, and Rupert and Bettens, you got 2 big road graders on the right. And when they pull them, it's a load moving.
So we enter the Lasher's Barbecue Pit, red zone.
Oh, get piggy.
Getting piggy with it.
The slot is uncovered, Benny.
Well, it's covered but deep. He's back on the goal line.
Yeah, he's
there.
Right there it is. Oh, and he threw it.
Oh,
my goodness.
Goodness. There was nothing but green and white lines between him and.
Both ways.
Right.
Wow. The coach actually called. They had an uncovered. And D'Ambrosio just overthrew him. It's almost picked.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 14 or the 13.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to cover that with a safety playing over the top at 11 yards. Let's see, they're going back to the same formation. They're still going to do it.
Well, coming off the
yikes.
Ball's in the air, on the ground. I think Davis got it back.
I think D'Ambrosi has it there, Penny. Yep.
D'Ambrosi picks it up.
Yep.
It was bouncing around. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
I feel the frustration. The coaches on the sideline, I think, are trying to get him to throw it out to the slot,
right,
who has a lot of soft coverage underneath, and it's always hard with high school kids to do something on the fly.
Right. So 3rd and 12 for the Vikings.
I've made that mistake.
And there goes
Same
your slot again.
Yeah.
We're going to do this till we get it right, Coach.
I mean, he's off.
Hand off to Davis, cuts it back towards the middle, and gets what he can. He gets back down inside the 15. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to bring on the kicking unit.
Yep.
So it'll be Carey coming on for the field goal. Normally, D'Ambrosi is the field goal kicker, and Carey does the extra points, but I don't think we're going to see D'Ambrosi putting the foot on the ball.
Ellingsworth 5 in there on the stop at the bottom of the pile.
So this is a 30-yard attempt. Wells will be the holder. Good snap, gets it down, the kick is up. And gets it between the uprights. That's a field goal for the Vikings. They go up 17-6. And we're going to take a commercial timeout, folks, and we'll be right back with more of the Battle of Route 9.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here, ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity, something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
Welcome back to Legends Stadium. The Vikings kick off after the Austin Carey 30-yard field goal.
Cape may have just, woken up.
Right.
They're ready to roll.
Hey, every Tuesday at Arenas, all winter soup of the day is chicken and dumpling. Renneker on the return is going to get it out to about the 41 or 42. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. And, they had a couple good series first to start the game, and it's been really nothing since then, Coach.
No, not at all. I just want to cut Baines on his second special team tackle. No, they haven't.
Ball on the 42, 1st and 10 and they've not had bad field position. That's the.
Yeah, they've tried to throw deep. It's something I haven't seen them do before. Maybe it's because the coverage is up tight, to be honest with you.
Hand off to Ellingsworth, right side. Got some running room. Stiff arm, takes it inside the 40. 1st down for the Ravens. Gain of about 18, 20, 21. Ball on the 41. Gain of about 21 on the play. 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Renneker. He steps back into the middle, gets it inside the 30. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. Ball at the 28. Gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd and 2. No huddle for the Ravens, and runs right into number 45, Isaiah Filiau. Now the Cape guys call him Filia. We'll go with that. He's here, right?
Yeah.
Brings up a third down, loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 3. I'm not sure this no huddle's not hurting Tech right now. They just can't.
Yeah.
Wishbone. And Ellingsworth hitting the backfield, shakes it off, makes a cut, breaks the tackle, and takes it down inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. He took a big hit at the line.
He is running hard. And, for Messick, that's number 5. And, you have a secondary guy now
And we're in
getting
the
active.
We're in the Lasher's Barbecue red zone, and there's a whistle on the play. Cape Henlopen's going to take a timeout. We're going to stay right here with the action because I'm going to talk a little bit about that run there by Ellingsworth. He took a big hit. I thought he was going down.
Yeah,
and
at the line.
He regained his balance and then broke a couple tackles.
The game I saw in the second half, he got right there. I just saw it again. He really, he drug after contact. I mean, drug Messick for about 5 yards on that thing. So he's getting hot right now.
Cape takes their second time out. And
I think that they were, they've been jumping around a lot of different formations. Maybe they're finding where they're having the most success right now. I don't think it's throwing the ball down the middle.
No.
I understand why they're trying to do it because Cape is up close covering them and they're trying to get by, but their receivers need to get a little more spread out.
So Cape coming in off the timeout, Tech coming back off Cape's timeout. 1st and 10 in the Wishbone, ball at the 15. We're in the Lasher's Barbecue red zone here. And it's going to be a handoff to Reneker. Nowhere was that Sample. That was Sample on the carry. Nowhere to go. Brings up 2nd down.
It's like Rupert down the bottom, but
2nd and 10 for the Ravens. And now they're going to spread it out a little bit. Slot to the far side. Cape trying to get a player off the field. I don't know that he made it.
But they did not call it.
I mean, he was like in the in the play. Gain of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. And Matthews got the slant. Man's covered, double coverage. Brings up 4th down. And, Coach, I'm just kind of feeling this no-huddle hurry-up is not really helping Tech right now.
No. They'd be better off getting settled a little bit. And I think why they're doing it is Cape is running a bunch of kids off and on due to situations, and they're trying to catch them in that.
I believe Tech's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them, folks. Your score, Cape Henlopen 17, Sussex Tech 7 here in the Battle of Route 9.
Hi, I'm Stevie from Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, coastal Mexican cuisine with some of our specialties like blackened fish tacos and the short rib cheesesteak burrito. Come grab a seat at our garage door bar with great water views and homemade margaritas. With happy hour specials and taco night every Thursday, Papa Grande's is the perfect place for dinner with your family or drinks with friends.
And we are back. Locklear going to attempt a field goal of 30, call it 31. On a 4th and 8. Snap a little high, but he gets it down. Locklear gets it up. He's got the leg. It's good. Field goal by Locklear. And that makes it a 17-9 score. And with just, 53 seconds left to go here in the half. So, close game. I thought we'd see a little more offense, but the defense have kind of settled in.
Defenses are playing well.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have the Scott Smith, Edward Jones financial advisor, halftime stats. And we'll have the top 10 plays of the week. And you're going to see a little bit of last week's game. Young man by the name of Marquise Gillis decided to take a couple spots in the top 10 last week. And then we'll have a recap of last week's Cape Henlopen Milford game. So Locklear bringing it on the field to kick it off. 53 seconds left to play here after his third pair of 30-yard field goals here in this game.
Down on one score. 2-point conversion to
Yeah.
tie it up.
So Locklear tees it up. Back deep is Davis and Johnson. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's just a shame we can't have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And Locklear kicks it on the ground. Gets that high bounce. And I think
They may have
Tech
gotten
got
that. They may have gotten it.
Sussex Tech ball on the onside kick. Number 8 on the recovery, Jacob Perkins, a senior. And you could just see that bounce coming, Coach.
It kind of bounced right away from the Cape player.
You were just waiting for that nose to hit. First and 10 for the Ravens. Ball at the Cape Henlopen 35-yard line. Only 49 seconds left to play.
Puts them in a spot.
They do still have 2 timeouts. Ellingsworth left side. Ball's on the ground. And I believe that's Seth Layfield with the recovery. It's going to bring up second down. It just kind of fell out of his back pocket, didn't it?
Yes.
Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15. Under pressure, looking downfield, has a man open. That's 3.
Oh!
Complete. Right off the chest plate.
I think he took a little peek at the sideline.
Yeah, make sure he had room.
Good ball.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15.
Nice movement by the quarterback to get out here on the edge.
Somebody's yelling field goal team ready to go. Do you think that Locklear's got that kind of leg?
No.
It's into the wind.
Well, I'd be more concerned the snap.
Well, they got 2 timeouts. Get the game.
The snap is a little slow.
Shotgun formation. Slot to the left side. Single receiver here to the right. And that's who he's looking at on the in route. Oh! Everybody's got the drops here today. On the breakup, that's 28 who we don't have a name for. Rakai Jones. So remember that, Coach?
Rakai Jones.
Apparently they had the updated roster. So 7 seconds left to play here. Well, this main clock has 10. 10 seconds left to play here in the half. 4th and 15.
Do we try to throw it in the end zone, or?
I don't know if he has that kind of arm into the wind. Maybe like I said, maybe a quick out, get out of bounds, and they're trying to field goal. And he got a man, nobody there, just throws it and hits the turf. And that's going to be a turnover on downs with 4 seconds to play. Cape Henlopen will take it over. First and 10 for the Vikings at their own 41-yard line. See if J.D. Mall takes a shot here. He has one play. They had the big touchdown pass earlier in the game.
Yeah, and who made that great catch
Burton.
2 weeks ago?
Oh,
Was that Baines?
Baines made one, and Davis made one. Davis made one on the wheel route. In the pistol. So we're not going to take a knee. Double slots.
They're off deep, so that means a catch and run.
And throws it out and incomplete. And that's how the quarter's going to end. Or the half's going to end. So at the end of the first half, your score, the Cape Henlopen Vikings 17, the Sussex Tech Ravens 9, here in the battle of Route 9. Folks, we'll be right back after this halftime.
Local sports now. And welcome into Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302 Sports, our Sussex County game of the week. Cape Henlopen taking on Milford at Milford, and what was a great game call. Of course, Betty Mitchell was on the call for this one, and here is our recap. All getting started early with the road team, Cape Henlopen. The Vikings looking to strike here first. They're going to turn, hands it off to Jaden Davis. You're going to hear that name a few times in this recap. This time it's a 4-yard touchdown run for him, making the score 7-0 Vikings. They strike first on to the road. Then a little bit later on, Jaden Davis going to have him set up nicely again. This time from the 1-yard line, they're not going to stop him. Back-to-back touchdown runs for the running back for Cape Henlopen. Jaden Davis, 1 of 4, 1 of 1 yard. They're up 15-0. Then later on, this time in the second quarter, Jaden Davis, another 1-yard touchdown run. That's 3 touchdowns in the first half for Jaden Davis and the Vikings. They're up 21-0. Second quarter, though, Marquise Gillis. You'll see this play again on top 10 plays. He's going to take the handoff, scurry up the middle, goes untouched, showing off that speed. 80 yards for the Milford touchdown, their first of the game, 21-7. Cape Henlopen, though, trying to respond here on the drive of their own. Hank D'Ambroggi going to get out of the pocket here, looking for somewhere to throw, roll left, and then just going to take it himself. 2-yard touchdown run for the Cape Henlopen quarterback. That's going to extend this Viking lead 28-7 over Milford as these two teams would head into the locker room. So a big lead for Cape at the break. But more action here coming early in the third quarter, and it's going to start with Jaden Davis. 1-yard touchdown run, his 4th touchdown so far of the game. That one, though, his 3rd 1-yard touchdown run. He's been great at the goal line for Cape. 34-7. The lead so far here. Milford trying to answer back. Guess who? Marquise Gillis going to take this one 18 yards for another touchdown for Gillis. And Milford trying to climb back into this one 34-13 after the Gillis 18-yard run. Then Gillis right back, this time on special teams. He can do it if you hand him the ball, but he can do it on the defensive end and special teams. You see him here picking up the block, and not only does he block it, scoop and score. Marquise Gillis, another top 10 play with the blocked punt and the 9-yard return, 34-21. And then later on, Sean Saxon going to get into the end zone with a nice touchdown carry that time. And just like that, it's 34-28. We've got a game. But later on, Jaden Davis, they're going to feed him 3-yard touchdown run late in the fourth quarter to seal it for Cape Henlopen. They get the win on the road over Milford, led by Jaden Davis. He had 36 carries, 212 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Your Louis Pizza player of the game, Cape, they get the win 41-28 over Milford. Marquise Gillis for Milford, 19 carries, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including that blocked punt. But a big win for Cape down south.
Local sports now.
Week number 3 here, our top plays of the week coming at you. Delaware Live Sports, all getting started at number 10 with Sean Saxon and Ivory Conway. Milford down here in the third quarter, looking to get back into it. Sax going to loft this one down the sideline, one-on-one coverage, finds his man Conway. He uses the hands, able to tip it to himself, make the catch. Milford trying to get back in this one against Cape. More from this one coming up in just a little bit. Number 9 on to the volleyball court in Wilmington Friends. Abigail Carrion, check out this nasty serve up against my St. Mark's Spartans, but it's not going to matter. Nobody's going to stop that one. An ace on the other side for Friends. On to number 8, Jocelyn Nathan. Check out this diving save for Friends. Once again, back-to-back Friends plays. Going to try to get this one in. St. Mark's able to get it over. She's going to dive, save it, and it's going to lead to that Friends point. Nice play by Friends. Back-to-back top plays here in week number 3. On to number 7, Devin Wilson. Had to see this one up close and personal. Me and Pat had the luxury of being there on Saturday morning. Nothing quite like Saturday morning football. Devin Wilson and Apo trying to stop a comeback from Concord at home, and he's going to pick that one off and take it all the way for the pick 6. Devin Wilson going to score the touchdown for the Jags, and that one sealed up the deal. Apo gets their first win of 2020. On to number 6, Darnell Jackson and Polytech doing some work here downstate on Friday night. Again, we're going to see a drop back here off the play action, and they're just not going to see him. He's going to jump in front of the ball, pick it off, and go the distance. And check out some of these broken tackles as he's able to break some on his way to the end zone. Polytech, Darnell, pick 6. On to number 5, back to the volleyball court. This time, St. Mark's and Caroline Dietrich going to do something special here for the Spartans. Get up here and make a fantastic play against Friends. Friends, 2 top 10 plays. This one goes to the Spartans. They get the save point there on the block over the net. On to number 4, Farrell Howie. We were here for this one too, me and Pat, up close and personal. We love our special teams plays, and this is one of a few we have here on the top 10. Farrell Howie going to get in front of this one. Nice block, good form, and it's going to lead to the Concord touchdown, their first of the ball game. Got some momentum rolling for the Raiders in that one. Great block and score. On to number 3. We said we love our special teams plays. Marquise Gillis, he must have heard us because him and Milford trying to get back in this one against Cape Henlopen. Start of the fourth quarter. He's going to get right through that line and block it, and then he's going to scoop and score. Back-to-back block punts for touchdowns here in Week 3's top 10 plays, and that one goes to Milford. On to number 2, Philip P.J. Stratton. We've seen him a few times here in the first couple weeks in our top 10 plays. Nothing changes in week number 3. They give him the ball, has a little bit of space, makes a cut, reverses field, and he is just going to use that speed. No one on the Smyrna end able to track him down. He's a touchdown machine. Another one for Philip P.J. Stratton in Sussex Central. He's your second play of the top 10 here in week number 3. On to number 1 in Milford, Marquise Gillis. You saw him already in the top 10 plays doing it on special teams. Here he's going to do it on offense. Take the carry in the second quarter, use that burst of speed to get up the middle, and then it's a track race from that point. No one even going to touch him. He's going to go the distance to get Milford on the board here in this one. Marquise Gillis, his second play of the top 10. Another special play for Milford. And that's your Week 3 top 10 plays. I'm Nick Alessandrini from Delaware Live Sports.
Local sports.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones, it's time for investing to feel individual.
And welcome back to Legend Stadium. Benny Mitchell here with Jim Tack for your halftime stats, brought to you by Scott S. Smith. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. And we have a 17-9 score with the Cape Henlopen Vikings in the lead. And let's break down those halftime stats. And let's go with the team stats first. Sussex Tech, 133 total yards, 4 through the air, and 129 on the ground, no turnovers. And the Cape Henlopen Vikings, 139 total, 49 through the air, and 90 on the ground with no turnovers. For the Sussex Tech Ravens, number 5, Connor Ellingsworth, 76 carries or 76 yards on 15 attempts, and number 1. Who had the touchdown, that's Eric Raniker. He's got 43 yards and a touchdown on 5 carries. For the Cape Henlopen Vikings, it's Jaden Davis, 88 yards in the game, and he has a touchdown. Burton with the big catch on the 44-yard haul-in from D'Ambrosio, and D'Ambrosio on the 49-yard touchdown pass. So there's your Scott S. Smith, Edward Jones, halftime stats. Edward Jones making sense of investing. 19-7 lead for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Coach, talk a little bit about what you see coming up in the second half.
Well, it's been a great defensive battle. That's the thing, and you and I have been watching the punts, which have really hurt Tech. They've been getting 14, 15-yard punts. I see Tech going back to the run the way they started off with Ellingsworth. They've gotten away from that. They're jumping around a lot of formations, but I'm sure now they have it down to be ready to pick what they need in this second half. Cape, even though D'Ambrosio is limited, still is a danger and can throw the ball up. We had talked about if they move that twin set to the left, where D'Ambrosio can open up. He's right-handed. He'll have an easier time getting the ball to the slot receiver, who's covered over the top, but maybe 12 yards off the ball. So a couple things there that we might look for.
So waiting for the two teams to come back out of the locker rooms. Tech coaching staff's back out. and their team's up warming up down in the end zone, waiting for the Vikings. And here come the Vikings back into the stadium.
Yeah,
I think a little more of I agree, a little more of a defensive battle than we thought we were going to have.
Yeah. Yeah, they well, Tech is a little different. They really attack the line of scrimmage with their defense and come off the ball pretty darn good. We'll see if these adjustments were made, at halftime. You and I have always talked about the second half is a little tougher for Cape because of the big boys getting tired. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out also. But there's been some good line play, been some good defense, and the offense isn't bad. It's just tough going today. Some good defensive playing.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be right back with more of the Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Route 9 between the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barkley's can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Home has never been more important. Today, our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship for an amazing value. Create your new home that will serve you better. Create a Capstone home.
So, folks, they're going to be announcing the homecoming winners.
Cheerleader's choice, Curtis Wells, number 33 on the football team. The Spirit Squad of Emily Gross and Jeremiah Dela Cruz. Miss Congealing Ality, Lily Barnett. Mr. Nice Guy, Nolan Kerstetter. And finally, our 2020 Homecoming Queen, Jaden Holloman, and Homecoming King, Quinn McCullough. Let's have a round of applause for our 2020 Homecoming Court. Congratulations to everyone.
All right, welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. Benny Mitchell here with Jim Tack. And, Coach, we got to see some halftime festivities, and we're ready for some more football. And, that late drive by Tech is keeping them kind of hanging around in this game. I thought Cape had a chance to put them away, and you got the late drive with the field goal and puts them within a score.
That's a great point. Keep them hanging around. and it doesn't take much to get back in it. It's one score and a 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. Cape, I just think there's really good defense being played.
Right, and we saw a lot of drops both ways, both
Yes.
offenses. We had 2 picks.
Yes.
Each team just couldn't handle the ball. You know, maybe it's the weather down there. It is a bit chilly. It's very windy. I mean, we're looking at 15 to 20 miles. I'm looking at the flag sticking straight off the pole down there at the left side. So you're talking about a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind. So maybe just a little bit of focus, the ball moving just that little bit.
Yep.
So Sussex Tech's going to get the ball to start the second half. They trail 17-9.
Well, I'm really anxious to see where they're going to attack, what they're going to go after here. Like I said, Ellingsworth started out real hot for them with the counter tray and some other runs. The short out route was good. The vertical pass game has not been good to them.
No.
So if they're going to do that, they need to spread their receivers out a little bit.
Coming up in the end of the third quarter, we'll have the Juwan Johnson State Farm trivia question. And the Vikings ready to kick it away. And it's going to be a short kick. It's going to bounce and be picked up about the 17-yard line. That's number 19, Zion Roach. And he's got some running room. He gets it out to midfield. Comes out of his shoe.
Yeah. Kind of tackled by his own guy from behind.
And we do have a Cape player down, 43, Gavin Felker, slow to get up. But it's going to be Tech ball, 1st and 10 at their own, well, as soon as the referee puts the ball down. It's going to be right at midfield at the 50.
Good return. He had a good head of steam. There was a nice alley there. Oh, they've adjusted the short kick, and he.
So Felker up off the field under his own power. He may have probably taken a shot in that open field. You get a lot of those on kickoffs. You got to have your head on a swivel.
Yep.
So Felker able to jog off the field. So 1st and 10 for the Sussex Tech Ravens. Ball at midfield. And seeing both teams in their special teams, we've not seen the same kick over and over. We've seen some ground balls. We've seen some high, long
You're right.
kicks.
Yeah, we've seen some different things. Ellingsworth in the backfield now.
Bobbles it on the exchange.
Yeah, not a clean handoff.
Going to pick up 2 on a play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Wells again on the stop.
2nd and 8 for the Ravens. Ball at the Cape 48. Matthews takes a snap, looks out to the right, has a man open and misses him. Throws it a little bit behind, makes it a 3rd and 8. Tech has become, they've thrown a lot on 2nd down here, Coach.
That's the pass they need to complete. The short, the little hooks, the outs, the long stuff is being taken away. Cape's determined not to leave anybody get behind them.
Well, I guess after that night with Smyrna, you go back and fix that because that team does that to everybody,
Yeah,
though. 3rd and 8 for the Ravens. Matthews alone in the backfield, trips to the far side. Lone receiver here to the short side of the field. Low snap, picks it up off the ground, steps to the right, steps up, in trouble, and throws it right at the line of scrimmage. We had some contact, no flag.
Nope, they said it was
4th down.
accident, inadvertent, really tripping.
Both guys were going for the ball.
Yeah.
So we did have a little contact down there.
Yeah.
4th down, and on comes the punter. Number 7, Jaron Sample. And he had a good first pump, but he has had a rough outing since then after the block. Yeah, I wonder if he's just kind of like taking his eyes off to see where 33 is, because 33's been in the backfield every punt.
Time. Yep. We're going to get a good look at him this time.
Yeah, it's a good snap, and he's going to get it off. And it's going to bounce around the 12, inside the 10. Going to be picking up is Davis, and not much field to go with. Davis able to get it out close to the 26. It'll be caught the 14 where he steps out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 14.
Knocked out of bounds by 51. Petoskey St. Fort. That's a lot of name. That's all right. I know how it feels to be TKACH.
Right. Oh, I had a hard time with it when it first started.
Yeah. Track, truck, you name it. It's okay. Keep calling.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. D'Ambrosi in the pistol, ready to play whistle. Johnson goes in motion to the far side. Gives us trips over there, and it's going to be a handoff to Davis. Touched in the backfield initially and then wrapped up.
I guess
so. No gain on the play.
Ellingsworth and 33 was there also.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Enjoying this rare Saturday morning kickoff down here in Sussex County. Most always play on Friday nights around here is what. In the shotgun, slot to the near side. And it's going to be a handoff to Davis.
Oh, wow.
Makes a move, stiff arm, gets it out, has the first down. Ellingsworth's going to take him out of bounds. First down for Davis.
Ellingsworth's 7th tackle.
1st and 10 for the Vikings as the ball moves out to about the 31-yard line. Tight formation here for the Vikings with Davis in the handoff to Davis left side. Hit after about a gain of 1, gets an extra yard, and it's about a gain of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sample 7 on the stop.
Second and 8 for the Vikings.
They have not run their reverse yet, and they have not run their screen, which are kind of staples.
Davis again, right side, has a plot of running room, cuts it back to the middle of the field, has the first down. Tackle made by number 2, Trent Sapna.
He's all the way down to the Sussex Tech 44 for another Cape first down.
1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen. Into Sussex Tech territory, ball at the Tech 44-yard line.
Yeah. They had a drive down the right side, and big old 72 came out and kicked the end, but Cape was down in a little more. Quick hitter. Now they're unbalanced, Benny.
Little bunch to the left side, and there was some confusion, and I think Coach J.D. Mall wants to take a timeout, and we're going to take one with them, folks. We'll be right back with more of the Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Georgetown.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's is a little seafood shack on Coastal Highway, serving lunch and dinner daily, featuring seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-inspired nightly specials, along with a large selection of craft ales, cocktails, and our extensive wine list. Matt's is a perfect place to enjoy dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or lunch in the lobster room. Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Delaware, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi,
Welcome back to Legend Stadium here at Cape Henlopen High School, coming off, and we talked about J.D. Mall. He will take the early timeouts. He wants to get things right, and he's got a drive going here, and he wants to put 6 on the board.
Sure, I don't blame him. Get things right.
So 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 44 of Sussex Tech.
Now, if he motions, this again comes unbalanced, and they bring it back to the other
counter.
side. Yep.
That's Baines on the carry, and he's got enough for a first down.
Yep.
Jordan Baines on the carry. Brought down by David Kempeley.
Ball at the
That's another Cape first down.
Tech 30, gain of 14 on the play.
Yeah. I had Handy, number 14, on the stop.
Burton split wide to the left. And Davis, and he's hit in the back, right at the line, number 66.
Yep.
Jaden Mifflin.
Yeah, they're pinching their ends real hard.
If I'm not mistaken, Jaden Mifflin is the cousin of Jimmy Allen, the country singer.
Oh, he was on the awards the other night,
Yeah.
Jimmy Allen.
I believe it's his cousin.
If it isn't, tell everybody it is.
There's a relation. I do know that. I'm just not sure what it is. Might even be a little brother. I'm not sure.
Counter tray.
Davis off the left side. Makes some guys miss, and he's going to be close to the first down. It's going to be just a bit short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
I had Ellingsworth again there.
Ball at the 22 is going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
And knock. Well, they're making them work for it. It's not they haven't busted a long play, but their counter tray is tough to stop. And then what we call the drive.
3rd and 1. Here comes and they're going to get Tech on the hard count.
Good idea.
Going to be enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Which pushes them into Jim Tack's favorite place on the field, the Lasher's Barbecue Red Zone.
Getting piggy. Love it.
First and 10 at the 17 for the Vikings. A little bit of a high snap, gets it down, hands it off to Davis, makes the guys miss, jukes to the right, stiff arm, and tries to cut back, but that's not going to get him down the field as Connor Ellingsworth right there to make the tackle. Pick up on the play of about 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
But even when Davis looks like he's boxed in, he's heading in the other direction.
Yeah, he can make guys miss, and then he's got that stiff arm. If he's moving to his right, he's got that stiff arm.
Not as fast this half with getting plays off.
Second and 5 for the Vikings. Ball at the 13 of Sussex Tech. Slot to the short side of the field. And Davis left side. Gets a couple. Picks up about 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
DeCampley on the stop, his 3rd of the afternoon.
Wednesday night, half-price sandwiches night, 5 p.m. to close. Dine-in only, Arena's Deli. 7 locations throughout Delaware. Most of them right around here. Matter of fact, we could leave and be at an Arena's in 5 minutes. 3rd and 3.
Very tempting.
D'Ambrosi in the shotgun. Davis to his left.
Uncovered. There it is. Benny, and there it is.
Got him. Touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown pass to him in the game.
And look where he had him throw it. To his left so he can open the shoulder's open now.
Yeah.
Nice look in. Very good pass. Nice
touchdown, Cape Henlopen. 11-yard pass from D'Ambrosi to Burton. Now I just saw D'Ambrosi go up with the high leaping butt bump and came down hobbling. So he might want to just go to high fives for a while. On the kick, Austin Carey. Wells on the hold. Good snap, gets it down, bobbles it.
Oh, he's going to go.
And he's run a couple of these in this year, and he's not going to get that one in. As a little low snap, he just couldn't get it and tries to run in. So with 5:46 to play here in the 3rd quarter, Cape Henlopen 23, Sussex Tech 9. Folks, we'll be back after this timeout.
In life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. In life...
Welcome back to Legends Stadium. 23-9 is your lead for the Cape Henlopen Vikings here on homecoming. Austin Carey tees it up.
See what the kick of the week is this time. We've had a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
Took it to the other side.
Little knuckleball. He's going to pick it up about the 32. That's number 21, Grant Allen. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 40. That's where they'll take over. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. So let's make that the 39, where it's going to be 1st and 10.
Messick with a special teams tackle, number 26. But Tech has to get it rolling here soon.
1st and 10. And that's a handoff to Ellingsworth.
Whoa!
And he's looking to break free inside the 30, down to about the 20. A touchdown saving tackle by Chancellor Johnson.
Nice run by
41-yard carry by Ellingsworth.
Here they go, Benny.
The no huddle.
Yep. And the defense is not ready.
Ellingsworth again, right side. And he's going to take it down to, looks like the chains weren't even set.
Yep.
Down to about the 16, and we're back in the Lashers red zone. And they're moving so fast, we're not even going to be able to put the graphic up. Sussex Tech going no huddle here. But we are in the Lashers Barbecue red zone. Lashers Barbecue out on Long Neck Road. Sponsor for us over the last 3 years. We really appreciate Sean and Lisa Lasher. Their son hoping to play at SUNY Maritime if football ever gets back in college in the Division III.
Okay.
2nd and 6. And Matthews corralled in the backfield and going to make it a 3rd down, loss on the play.
Yeah, he got a nice kiss there from Davis.
No loss, no gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Ellingsworth off the right side. Picks up 1 or 2 on the play. It's going to bring 4th down. Okay, I'm going to go back to, I just don't see where this no huddle is helping Sussex Tech right now.
No.
So give him gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd or 4th and 3.
I had Rupert in the bottom there. I couldn't see. I think another number we don't have, 79.
Under 4 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. And it's going to be number 1, Reneker. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's going to be short. So turnover on downs for the Vikings with 3:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. First down, Cape Henlopen. So Cape, chance to put it away here, Coach Tack.
Yes, and I think Rupert just went out. May need a little break here. Big on that stop that time. I'm pretty sure it was Simeon Hill.
3:36 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cape takes over 1st and 10. Ball at their own 13-yard line.
Ethan Felker, I'm sorry.
And Cape's going to have to take a timeout. They're missing some personnel. Folks, we're going to stay right here because it's time for the Juwan Johnson trivia question. And don't have Juwan on camera, so I got to play the role of Juwan Johnson this week. Prior to consolidation in 1969, which former high school that was absorbed into the Cape Henlopen High School won its first outright Henlopen Conference football championship? Again, prior to consolidation in 1969, which former high school that was absorbed into Cape Henlopen High School won its first outright Henlopen Conference Football Championship. That answer coming up at the beginning of the fourth quarter as your Juwan Johnson trivia question. This week, week 4. We're at the midway point of the season, Jim.
Absolutely, we hope.
Yeah,
we hope. I mean,
we hope we have playoffs too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's a little scary right now. The numbers are up, and hoping we can get through.
But
this
you know,
safely.
one place the numbers aren't up is in the schools.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and the report I saw out of the state was no contact between athletes. No COVID contact that they've documented. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen. And fake to Davis over underneath to Wells, and he bobbles it. A big hit by number 2, Trent Sabnon. I don't think Wells liked it. That's going to bring up 2nd down. And that was a big hit. He laid the leather on him. I'll tell you.
Rupert 72 is on the sideline getting stretched right now. Their best lineman. Not sure. Maybe it was a cramp. I don't know.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Ball's their own 13.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. The number is not on the roster of 79 who's in there for Cape.
High snap. Hands off to Davis, trying to get it around the edge. And he is going to get the edge up the sideline, out of bounds. So bring up a 3rd down for the Vikings. Or did he get the 1st down? No.
Yep.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Handy, number 14, the corner on the stop.
3rd and 5. I wonder if Dan Brogy continues to hobble in a couple weeks, if Coach Maul doesn't come up with a sending in the play. And he's having to run from the far hash.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That might be something he wants to look at with the next 3 games.
Save that ankle a little bit.
3rd and 5. And early in the game he was fine, but we're starting to see a little more. There's been a little more ginger, a little more of a limp. And throws out to Burton, caught. He's close to the 1st down.
Very close.
Little double pump action there. So 1st down for the Vikings. He kind of had to come back for it. He kind of double pumped it, and there is a bit of a wind in here.
He doesn't have the juice on the ball that he's had in the past. And, I mean, now you could see a noticeable limp as he comes back on.
And I think it's his right ankle. If I remember last week, the tape was on the right ankle. So that's the foot he's pushing off. Dan Brogy in the pistol, slot to the right. Now we move to trips with the motion with Johnson. And it's going to be – hit in the backfield is Davis. That was your man, 33, Riley.
Whew. Yeah, they're the
loss on the play.
The counter tray is not the same.
Loss of 4 on the play brings up a 2nd and 14.
Without Rupert in there leading the block. But this is, you and I have talked about this. In the second half.
Yeah, they wear down a little bit.
They wear down a little bit, and those aches and pains become a little more to the forefront.
Receiver wide to the left. Davis in the backfield, 2 wings. And they're going to get him off sides. They're going to catch him again.
That's their 2nd one, yep. So the use of the hard count, smart move by Cape. Okay, Rupert's back in now.
2nd and 9.
Those linemen don't get much attention paid to him, but
no.
he's a pretty good one.
I think Cape's starting to milk the clock like they did last week with Milford. Eat up as much time as they can. He's looking for the count down here with the referee.
Boy, somebody had him fast.
Davis gain of about 2 on the play, bring up a 3rd and a 7.
Davis on the carry, brought down by Mifflin.
Stop that time on the play by 66. Mifflin and D'Ambrosi didn't have much time to even hand off.
Yeah, he was going down as he was handing it off.
Great penetration.
It looks like we have a quarterback change here, Coach. Joseph Kovaleski comes into the game.
Yeah, that one might have got his leg. That one might have got him.
3rd and 7. Toss to Johnson. And he's going to be met on the edge. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Loss on the play, looks like.
Knock on the stop, number 12.
We haven't actually had gain on the play, gain of 1.
We haven't seen him.
So Cape's going to punt it away. And punts for both teams have been
an adventure.
Yeah, they've been, that's a good word.
Yeah, and they have D'Ambrosi's on the bench right now with the trainer. Oh, maybe that last penetration, somebody was tugging on it, and
well,
they'll bring some pain. The kid's brave to play.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, folks.
Wow.
Your score. Cape Henlopen 23, Sussex Tech 9. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
And welcome back to Legend Stadium as we change sides for the 4th quarter. And let's get to that trivia question, Juwan Johnson. Trivia question. Prior to consolidation in 1969, what former high school that was absorbed into Cape Henlopen High School won its first outright Henlopen Conference football championship? It was the Rehoboth High School Seahawks, 1961. And guess what, Coach? I even have a picture of them.
Wow.
1961. Rehoboth Seahawks.
Every game you bring me more valuable information.
And let me add something else.
The Seahawks. I did not know that.
This quarterback is the grandson of the coach of that team, Frank Kovaleski.
Oh, Jesus.
Joseph Kovaleski, who's checked into the game, grandson of one of the people this stadium is named after, one of the legends, Frank Kovaleski. High snap, he's able to get it down.
Oh.
I think he may have got that.
They did not get a call.
I think he may have touched that ball. We had it earlier where the ball just kind of takes off to the left all of a sudden.
Outstanding that you have that picture. That is just so neat.
So 1st and 10 for Sussex Tech at their own 29-yard line.
I have a collection of programs from the 1950s of Lehigh Valley football. And people think, I'm nuts because I have them hanging around my basement. So I love that stuff. Leather helmet, things like that I have. I actually have a set of the old yard markers that have the points on. You used to jam into the ground. Right. They can hurt people.
Yes. Hand off to Ellingsworth, right side, cuts it back in. And he's going to pick up about 4 on the play, 3 or 4 on the play. And he's coming up lane. That's a guy they really don't want to lose.
No.
It might be a cramp. He was holding his calf.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Time for the stretch. So that's going to give the ball to number 1, Reinecker, who has the touchdown for Tech in this game. He's going to pick up 2 on the play. Let's bring it up 3rd and 4.
I have DeCampley and I think Horn on the last 2.
And Reinecker again, and he's got the first down.
What a run.
Dragging people with him. 1st and 10 for the Ravens.
Reinecker on the carry, brought down by James.
ball at the Sussex Tech 44, and here they're going back to the no huddle.
They made the edge.
Sample.
Yep. He's a load
Yeah,
right
and
there now.
That's the guy you got to be careful getting in the way of. First down for the Ravens. Sample and lowers his shoulder and as he goes out of bounds.
That's another Sussex Tech first down.
So 1st and 10, now into Cape territory at the Cape 45-yard line.
James on the tackle.
Again, Sample. Oh, hits and spins. And he's going to be close to another Tech first down.
I think he's starting to feel it.
Going to be a yard short. Bring up 2nd and 1.
Sample on the carry brought down by number 82, Jack Shell.
Shell on the stop.
36-yard line.
This time Sample hit in the backfield, but he pushes ahead, and he's going to be real close to a first down as he fell forward.
He's cramping.
Yeah, just short. They're going to mark him just short.
Filiao, 45 and 52 on the stop.
Ellingsworth checks back into the game. Timeout, Sussex Tech.
Sussex Tech timeout.
And folks, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action. Your score, Cape Henlopen 23, Sussex Tech 9.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations.
And welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School. We were talking during the timeout about the cramping here with Sussex Tech, and we're thinking, oh man, it's week 4, it's cool out, but remember these guys haven't played since week 1.
Not really game speed.
Right. So on a 3rd and 1 for the Ravens, it's I believe Ellingsworth. I don't think he's got it. I think he's hit at the line. Gets a late surge.
No. I don't know if they're gonna.
That's Rupert back down.
Rupert's down again with a cramp.
So the ball is that's 2 plays. They've just not been able to get that yard. And Rupert's cramping up too.
Short, so it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure during an injury timeout. Now he's but the official was not letting Cape go over to the sidelines, and Tech was over here talking to their coaches, so I'm not quite sure.
Well, they're going to make them spread out before they get back in the huddle.
We had the Lehigh Valley officials in the 90s had this unofficial rule that you couldn't go outside of the hash mark.
Right.
And then
must be the numbers now. That's where they're at.
Well, a local college guy came in, got a head job. He said, "There's no such rule."
Right.
And he was right. It was just something they did for the efficiency of the game.
That's when they go to the old local rule.
The local
rule. Get that loud a little.
Oh, and the Lehigh Valley has that's like the officiating mafia. I mean, you knew who's going to do the championship games before you showed
Coaching
up.
a Little League game years ago, and the sun was right in the pitcher's eyes, so I had him put on a pair of Oakleys. The umpire told me you're not allowed to wear glasses when you're pitching, sunglasses when you're pitching. I said, "Is that in the rule book?" And he said, "No, it's a local rule." I said, "Was it written down anywhere?" Isn't that something you write down? If it's
That is fine.
That the local rule, and the other one is a judgment call. You can always fall back on that. But we saw earlier today, got to give the referees kudos. Remember the fumble? Because we were discussing at halftime, was there a fumble? And there was, but they called it an inadvertent whistle. Referee, he said it was my fault. Put the ball back, replay down.
Yeah, that was a great call.
That's great officiating.
It really was. It really was. Admit that there was.
And the bonus for the officials this year is they're only wrong half the time now.
That's right.
Because there's only half the crowd here.
Half the crowd here, yeah. Now, the interesting thing, I didn't realize they told me that some of the reasons that some of the games are being pushed around is because of a lack of officials.
Yeah, referees short, and the referees are getting a little older, and you know,
you may have some guys with COVID who don't want to go.
Right, and maybe some time for some young people to step up and do 4 or 5 years of JV and freshman and junior high and Pop Warner and learn the game, and so we'll have a refreshment of officials. You know, football a little different than most sports. Well, you know, any of the outdoor sports where you got to run.
You're not as close to everybody.
Right. So that was Rupert gets up. She looked like she was stretching a cramp. .9:38 to play here in the game. Sussex Tech trails 23-9. They have the ball at the Cape just outside the 45. It's a 4th and inches. And they're going back to that wishbone offense. Tight wishbone. I think they're coming to the right side. Oh, quarterback sneak. That's going to bring up a first down for the Ravens. Matthews on the sneak. Gets the first down.
That was another call that used to be a good one. Could you push the back? They used to call it aiding the runner.
Right.
And that is no longer.
No, it's no longer a rule.
No longer a rule.
1st and 10 for the Ravens. In the shotgun is Matthews. Hands off to Ellingsworth, and he's got nowhere to go. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Folks, at the end of the game, we'll be picking a active pest control, pest solution, pest of the game, and the Louis Pizza player of the game coming up at the conclusion of this morning's game. Low snap, Matthews picks it up. He's under pressure from Wells, and Wells is going to bring him down with the sack. So a loss of 7 on the play, loss of 6 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 16 for the Ravens. And back to the hurry up. No huddle, 3rd and 16.
They're going vertical.
And has a man open. That's number 19 on the catch, Zion Roach. And he's going to get the ball to about the 29-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about 5. So a gain of 11 on the pass play. Matthews takes a snap, looks down the right side.
Oh!
Bobbles it to himself, catches it, touchdown, no flags, Sussex Tech. What a catch. You may see that next week as one of the plays of the game on a 4th and 5. 30-yard touchdown pass. On the kick is Locklear. Hold by Alex Adams. Good snap, gets it down. The kick is up. Blocked. Blocked by number 26, Thomas Messick on the block. Just got that paw out there and knocked it down. Capens getting penetration on all the punts and the kicks, and and we talked about special teams coming into this game. Could be a difference. Folks, I want to talk about some of our sponsors for 2020. Barclays Heating and Air, they sponsor our out-of-town scoreboard. Capstone Homes, they present today's Battle of Route 9 between the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Scott Smith of Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Juwan Johnson State Farm. Green Blade Turf and Irrigation. Arenas Deli. Active Pest Solutions. They're coming up here at the end of the Pest of the Game. Louis Pizza will sponsor our player of the game. Lasher's Barbecue in the Red Zone. And Sodell Concepts. 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. The Ravens will kick off as they cut the lead to 23-15, still keeping it within that one score. But I think we're going to see a lot of Jaden Davis. So Trey was talking earlier on his stats that his box for Davis is about ready to go to another row. So I think he probably can count on that because that's what we saw last week. He had 35 carries last week, and he had a ton of them. But the one thing we saw, and remember, they had to call the timeout because he had hands on his knees down by the goal line when Coach J.D. Mall wanted to score one more time. And Jaden needed a little breather. Like I said, that's a man carrying the ball 35 times. So Locklear will kick it off, and let's see what kind of kick we're going to get this time.
I don't know why, but the two teams were lining up at the
wrong side
ends
of
the field. I don't know what happened. Another onside maybe?
No. Kick it. This one goes down the middle. Picked up by Messick. And he's going to get it out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And I think this was the point last week where I said, is it too early to milk? Because around that 7-minute, late 6-minute mark. So I think we're going to see a lot of Jaden Davis here.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Cape Henlopen.
Okay. Sideline coach just enforced the social distancing, and everyone is falling in line.
That's it.
Back
to your spot.
Yeah, good for him.
That's the wrestling coach, Coach Scott Layfield.
Oh, yeah.
Long-time wrestling coach. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Motion with Baines and hit in the backfield. Davis, that's 66. Jaden Mifflin, the junior. That's a loss on the play. And it's going to make it a 2nd and 12 for Cape.
He's been really coming around here. He came out of the huddle quick that time.
2nd and 12.
We'll see way out here.
Bring Burton way out wide to our near side. Oh, blitz. And he's got him. He's in the backfield. Makes a miss. He's going to make something out of it. He's going to get about 4 on the play. Number 1, Reinecker, was in the backfield and had a shot at him.
Wow. I think
Could make a 3rd and 8.
I think it was Handy, 14, who finally brought him down.
D'Ambrosi back in the game. Third and 8 for the Vikings at their own 39-yard line. D'Ambrosi in the pistol. And we're going to get a delayed game. I believe we've got a whistle here from the back judge. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13.
Well, they tried to pick up a quick 5 on the hard count. They've done it 2 other times. Didn't work.
You're also throwing in. It took a while to get that play in.
Yeah.
And D'Ambrosi's not able to sprint to the huddle. So, and you see there's still, it wasn't as bad as it was, but he's a little lame.
He's gimping.
3rd and 13 for the Vikings. Ball at their own 34. Slot here to the near side.
Unbalanced.
Johnson comes over and makes it a trips. And Davis up the middle. And he might have the first down.
Yep.
They're going to say he was on the ground. Ball came loose. But it is a first down for the Vikings, so Jaden Davis getting it done.
Yeah, Handy on the stop and then Sample, number 7. Inside linebacker.
Under 6 minutes to go here, and we're going to look at another one of those long Cape drives.
Yep. That was the counter tray again.
They bring 2 receivers out here to the near side. D'Ambrosi in the shotgun. And it's going to be Davis again. He's got some running room. And he's got one guy to beat. And does. Touchdown, Jaden Davis.
What a nice step-in move to back off the defender when he was at about the 11-yard line.
Well, he didn't even get anybody, not touched, not even looked at until he was 6-7 yards deep into the secondary. Touchdown for Jaden Davis. And the Vikings go up 29-15 pending the extra point. And Austin Carey comes on for the point after attempt. Last time we had a bad snap and a fire drill down there. I think Wells has taken in 2 this year doing that. I think he had 1 at Sussex Central. And Coach J.D. Maul is going to take a timeout. Somebody not on the field as they check in. So, folks, we're going to take a real quick timeout, and we'll be right back. Your score 29-15, Cape Henlopen.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Cruston Craft in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located just south of the movies at Midway on Coastal Highway, Cruston Craft specializes in wood-fired pizza, homemade pasta, fresh salads, and unique appetizers. Cruston Craft also has an extensive beer list featuring local and award-winning craft beers. The culinary team prides itself on using fresh ingredients and serving.
Welcome back to Cape Henlopen High School as the Vikings burn another timeout. As just didn't have the personnel out there.
Yeah, Rupert was on the sidelines, and then I think his sub just kind of came out.
Home for the extra point. Austin Carey will try it again. I have Cape with just 1 timeout left. Got the hold down. The kick is up. And it's good. 30-15, Cape Henlopen. Folks, we'll be right back after this timeout with more as Capstone Homes presents the Battle of Route 9.
Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barclay Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barclay are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barclayheatingandair.com.
Home has never been more important. Today our homes serve us in more ways than ever before. Our experienced Capstone Homes team can help you design and build a home for you and your family. We offer an amazing new home experience that earned us the Sussex County Custom Home Builder of the Year award. At Capstone Homes, you get a fully custom home with in-house drafting, design, customer care, and quality craftsmanship.
And welcome back to Legend Stadium as Carey kicks it off. He kicks it down to about the 16-yard line.
Whoa.
Felker on the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 33, 34-yard line.
Probably an aerial show working the sidelines.
Right.
They're going to have to score twice.
30-15, the Vikings lead. Tech has won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. It's been a Week 10 rivalry for about the last 5 or 6 years. And Allingsworth nowhere to go. It's going to bring up 2nd down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Matthews under pressure, rolls out, and he's going to be sacked. That might be a horse collar there.
Yeah.
And that is what is going to be a horse collar tackle. That's going to be 15 and a first down.
Phil, you in the tackle.
That's what it is. To add 15 to the end of that run, that should be a first down for the for the Ravens.
Yeah, you
He had him around the waist and the collar.
Yeah. Can't be their help right now.
Moves the ball out to the 44. First and 10 Ravens.
Nope.
Nobody there. Threw it between two receivers.
And
second down.
Cape's made an adjustment. They put an underneath cover man on the slot.
We'll be back here next Saturday, folks. Noon kickoff as Caravel Academy comes to town. And Caravel kind of, they've been up and down, literally up and down this year. They got a big win over Laurel last night, 20-14.
Yeah, that surprised me. Because Milford had handled them pretty well at the beginning of the year.
Low snap. Matthews able to handle it. Rolls out to the right, has a man open and hits him. That's number 19 on the catch, Roach. He's going to be a pickup of about 4. He's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Chancellor Johnson on.
Make it a 3rd and 7, gain of 3.
On the stop. 3-man rush.
A little low at the feet of number 2, Satna. It's going to be incomplete, bring up 4th and 7. Friday night, join us at 5 o'clock from Woodbridge as we'll have the debut appearance of the Seaford Blue Jays, the only team left in the Henlopen Conference we've not covered over the last 3 years. So we'll have the Blue Jays and the Blue Raiders on Friday in Greenwood.
I can't wait for the trivia facts. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm at
the local town. Although we're in Woodbridge, you know.
Yeah, but you haven't heard a lot about Seaford. So
no, you'll dig some stuff.
4th and 7.
Have stuff.
And throws in a double coverage and just going to fall harmlessly to the turf.
Yep.
1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Turnover on downs. So Cape with 3:50 here to play and a chance to put this one away and move to 2-2 on the season. They went out. I think what's going to hurt them down the stretch is a Division II game with Caravel. Because they're going to have to count on a lot of other people losing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, going 4-2 can help them, but they're going to need some help. They still have the undefeated Caesar Rodney Riders to play in Week 6, and then they close out with Dover in Week 7. This is Kovaleski under center, hands off to Davis, and Davis dragging some people with him.
Of course. Stop that time.
Gain of 5 on the play.
DeCampley on this stop. He's had a nice day. 6 tackles.
Second and 5 for the Vikings. Ball at the Sussex Tech 42. Davis on the handoff, and he's called out the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Cape taking their time.
Third and 5 for the Vikings. Committee's getting together. We're looking for our post-game award winners, our Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game, and our Louis Pizza Player of the Game. Louis Pizza not far from here, folks. Maybe I have to go get some Louis Pizza after the game. Is it Rena's? Is it Louis'? And that's Davis. They're pushing the pile, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. But there's a flag on the play. And they got caught shifting. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, playing them.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. Ball at the Tech 47. Under 2 minutes now to play in the contest. Kovaleski under center. And we're going to have a procedure penalty on the Vikings. Going to make it a 3rd and 15.
It was just funny. Somebody yelled, "Finish the game." Let's go.
3rd and 15. Now they move the ball back into their territory. The bus is going in the wrong direction right now. Minute 51 to play. I think Case is looking to wind out the clock and get out of here and go 2-2 on the season. And another procedure.
I don't know if they were trying to hard count again, but they.
Well, with the 2 touchdown lead, it might be time just to go on 1
Yeah.
and get this thing over with. Now you're facing a 3rd and 20. So Kovaleski comes up under center. Davis behind him in the backfield, double wing. I guess technically that might be a slot there with Baines. And Kovaleski going to roll left. Throws downfield. Intercepted. So the first turnover of the game, that's number 12. Travis Knock, his 2nd interception on the season. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Ravens.
I'm not sure why you do that, because a score and an onside kick brings you back. So I guess they thought everybody was coming. They were going to try to get behind it.
Yeah, a quick roll.
Yep. And he's going across his throwing arm.
Right. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Matthews takes a snap. Looks over. We might get a pass interference on that one. We are. I think first they were tangled up, and then just a little push by Mansfield. That was enough to get the call. So pass interference on the Ravens, or excuse me, on the Vikings. And it's going to bring up 1st and 10.
It's 2 minutes. It's taking longer than the first
I
half.
tell you. Empty backfield pass and dropped by Youngsworth. It's going to become a 2nd and 10. I think he just wanted to turn and run before he secured the ball. It's going to be 2nd down with a minute 33 to play here in the game.
Yeah, he's had a couple, some drop balls, one over here at the sideline. However, a great touchdown catch down here where receiver tapped it to himself.
Timeout, Sussex Tech. And we're going to stay right here. And as this game winds down, Coach, we're going to go ahead and go with the Louis Pizza player of the game. And we don't have his stats yet. We'll get his stats at the end. But I think this kid toughed it out, had a good game, a couple touchdown passes. Our player of the game was Hank D'Ambrosi, the Cape Henlopen Viking quarterback. He's had to take some breaks, but he came out strong and had a good game with 2 touchdown performance and gutted it out. And like you said, there were some things that they found he couldn't do because of his ankle.
Yeah, he toughed this out. Nobody would have blamed him if he wouldn't have played this week. When you're in crutches early in the week, and what a great job. I thought that they used him Well, that they didn't try to get him out on the edge. He's incapable of doing that with the ankle. So nice job. Good football player. I enjoy watching him.
2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Matthews takes a snap, rolls out under pressure, throws down the sidelines. Little bit of a hand fight, incomplete. This brings up 3rd down. I tell you what, they have been in the hip pocket of these Tech receivers on those edge passes.
They're doing a nice job staying with him, and they're providing a lot of pressure. When the quarterback's dropping back, he really can't. He's throwing off balance because of the pressure. We really can't get.
Well, we talked about it in the X's and O's that what we thought Cape Henlopen had to do was get pressure on him, get after him on defense, and they have. They have a couple sacks today. So that brings up 3rd and 10 from the Cape 45-yard line. Empty backfield. Got slots to both sides. Matthews takes a snap, throws it over the middle, incomplete pass on the slant. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're in an empty set, and they don't have enough people to block what they're bringing from the edge.
4th and 10 with 1:22. You're right, this last 2 minutes has taken forever between the penalties and the incompletions. 4th and 10. Matthews brings the play in from the sideline. This Sussex Tech team's a young team. Looking at their roster here, they're going to lose a few starters. Got some big guys coming back.
They're not bad, though. They have some spots where they really play pretty good.
Matthews takes a snap, looks to his left, throws down the sidelines, in and out of the hands of the defender. That's Mansfield on the breakup. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Cape Henlopen gets the ball back with 1:16 to go.
Turnover on downs. First down for Cape.
Coming up after the game, we'll have the Sodell Concepts post-game show. And we'll have all the stats added up by our statistician for the day. Usually the camera, I'm going to have to have him doing commentary here soon. Just a little bit of everything. Trey Mitchell on the stats. The Scott Smith, Edwards Jones Financial Advisor, post-game stats coming up. And we've already named our player of the game, and coming up after the game, we'll have the Active Pest Solution pest of the game, because we can't do that until the ants hit the screen. It looks like Cape's going to take a knee. The old victory formation.
Yep, favorite formation.
I think they're going to have to probably nail it one more time. So great morning / afternoon of football here at Cape Henlopen High School. Impressed with this Tech team. I told you they're young. Cape is coming into their own here the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
They could be a tough out down the road.
They've improved tremendously. We've been fortunate enough to see them here on the Cape Henlopen.
So ironically, Joseph Kowaleski is in the victory formation in the stadium. The name of one of the people is his grandfather, Frank Kowaleski. Legend Stadium, one of the Cape legends here. And I'll kneel on it one more time. That'll be enough to take us to the end of the game.
Well, 2 in a row for Cape.
So 2 in a row for Cape Henlopen. Tech coming off the COVID quarantine, and I tell you what, they didn't look rusty. They came out ready to play football.
They did. They did a great opening. Great opening.
So, folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We're going to come back with your Active Pest Solution Pest of the game. Your final score: the Cape Henlopen Vikings 30, the Sussex Tech Ravens 15. Folks, we will be right back.
It's a challenging market. You're well aware of that. Edward Jones is too, which is why we're here. Ready to listen and ready to help you find opportunity. Something we've been doing since 1922 in good markets and bad.
So, let's talk.
Edward Jones. It's time for investing to feel individual.
And welcome back to Legends Stadium, folks. And it's time for another post-game award. It's the Active Pest Solution Pest of the Game. And, Coach, this is your job. Who is our Pest of the Game?
I have Curtis Wells, number 33, for Cape Henlopen. I have him with a special teams tackle, 6 tackles, a blocked punt, and a sack. So pretty involved, and he also played tight end. So he's involved with every aspect on the special teams and made some big plays.
And see, that's kind of what that's what this award is designed for, is for a guy who doesn't get in the end zone, doesn't get the glory, but man, is he a pain.
Yep.
And he was a pest to the Sussex Tech Ravens. And he's been like, we've seen that each week. Each week I've been watching this kid, and like I said, I love the high shoulder pads, the neck roll, the throwback style.
The old school.
Old school. Holding up, we'll be here with some stats in a minute. So the Cape Henlopen Vikings, they're going to move to 2-2. Still in the hunt for a playoff spot. Remember, it only goes to 4 this year. And then, but I think that even if they win out, the Caravel game's that's gonna be a problem, because it's only gonna be a Division II opponent, and it's gonna lower what they can get. So let's go to the Scott Smith, Edward Jones post-game stats. Total yards for the Sussex Tech Ravens, 257 for the Sussex Tech Ravens. And for the Cape Henlopen Vikings, 303 total yards of offense. Look at the individuals for Jaden Davis, 2 touchdowns, 27 attempts, another game of over 200 yards, 218 yards for Jaden Davis.
He's the real deal.
Yeah, he is. Let's look at let's go to our quarterback, our player of the game. 2 touchdowns in the game for he ended the game for D'Ambrosio. He, like you said, he was limited because like you talked about, he couldn't throw to his right today.
No.
And we noticed that, that one play he couldn't plant his foot,
right.
But he still gets out a nice long touchdown pass. And
he's a tough kid. Plays the game. One of the lost arts, the art of toughness.
Right. And talk about tough. Let's talk about number 5, Connor Ellingsworth, 131 yards today in the game. That was he kind of goes unnoticed in the losing cause, but he had the tough yards. He had the 130-yard run, but he had the tough yards.
Yeah, he broke out in the beginning of the game, real hot, and then it was a shame he had a couple balls that he dropped, but he's a good player, and he had a great game on defense also. He was really around the ball.
So those are your post-game stats brought to you by Scott Smith of Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Get on down there to Main Street in Selbyville and see Scott. Matter of fact, I saw Scott Wednesday, got myself set up, got an account going, and we're going to see what happens with him and me in retirement, because they're hitting that new phase of my life, and looking for a really good meeting, and it was really good. Like this presentation and all the things that they can do for you. So, folks here in Sussex County, get on down to Selbyville, Main Street in Selbyville, and it's right there by the light. I remember those old Scotty's, the old store there coming off in Selbyville. But get on down there, look them up, give them a phone call, set up an appointment. Scott Smith, Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Thanks to Louis Pizza for our player of the game, which is Hank D'Ambrosio. I bet he's had some Louis Pizza before, local kid. And Active Pest Solutions, Pest of the Game, Curtis Wells. Folks, that's a wrap for Linda Marvel on the camera, Trey Mitchell on the stats today. For Jim Tack, I'm Benny Mitchell. And join us Friday, early, 5 o'clock kickoff. Pre-game show will start at 4:30. When the Seaford Blue Jays make their debut on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, and they take on the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. Woodbridge looking to get back to those playoffs. They were state runner-up last year. And then Saturday we'll be back here at noon, 11:30 pregame show for the Caravel Buccaneers coming down to take on the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Folks, that's a wrap. Have a good Saturday afternoon.